Welcome back, everyone, to session two of the B Squad of Pandemonium, who's officially named the B Squad. Apparently now, as we found out last session, this is the we don't want to call them second string, but this is the heroes that pop up when the main Gavels are indisposed at the time. And so this one is going to pick up still within the Republic of Thessia, with the events unfolding as the Gavels of Evasara march towards the war on Kata. But rather than focus on the main squad, we're going to see how the B squad is fitting into this as they make their journey to Ascenta in the Gala. To hopefully bring some new allies on board for the forces of Kata to retake their homelands from the fierce giants. Before we get there, we're gonna draw back to the war camp of the Duke Lesse Royce, but not in the camp anymore. In the newly finished warship called the Balancing Act, that has been decked out with dragon scale planks. Has a burning kind of just bow as you guys look at the ship, just kind of seeing like the fires of Nar shifting off of it, electricity crackling from the planks from your new upgraded dragon skin. But while you see the main members of the Gavels, Jeet, Mockery, Belric, Will, as well as Wisteria, locked into what seems to be a pretty deep conversation here, as you see a shadowy dragon, Drake, I should say, walking around. We're gonna, because the camera zooms past them onto the B squad, who doesn't always get the spotlight, but today is one of those days they get a chance to shine. So going below the decks, you see the B squad. And we're going to take a little chance here to introduce. Oh, well, actually, no. We're gonna. I was gonna say we're gonna pick on people first, but we're actually gonna pick on the new person, or not the new person, but the Gavel or B Squad Gavel we didn't get to see last time. So Fundin, introduce your PC and let them know a little bit about them.
Yeah.
What would he be doing aboard the ship at this time, or the newly reopened ship? Because it had been pretty much locked down with construction after the battles you all had, because you guys are part of these battles too, as you made your way across the sea and nearly sank the boat on its first maiden voyage. Uh, but now it's repaired, it has a forge. It is probably one of the most intimidating looking ships you've seen. What's he doing aboard the ship? Where's his place usually on the ship when things aren't burning?
That's a good question. In the ship, yeah, he's rowing. He's definitely one of the persons rowing. And when the others are, singing the sea shanties to row faster, he's grumbling under his breath about all of this nonsense singing as he has to do the honest work of just rowing over and over. He's a solid, well-built dwarf with the beard being much worse than it looks in the image. The image was picture day, so that one was an exception. But usually it's very unkempt, and his Funden comes with his family pole arm that he uses to go out and do any skirmishes that he needs to. He likes to stay at a distance and just poke at things afar, but he's such a sturdy person that it's like who was it? Archimedes, who said, like, give me a point to stand on and I can move the world. He's that solid pivot point, and so he can move very large enemies using his body as a pivot point. But he's not very charismatic, so he says a lot that no one can understand because he thinks that his voice is very loud because it's loud in his ears, and he doesn't want to shout. So he's a mumbling oarsman and polar bearer.
Perfect. The ship's docked, but you definitely can hang out down on the ore deck. It sounds like he would probably be the one that doesn't kind of get involved in idle chit chat. So you could definitely kind of get some space there, just hearing the tide coming to and fro against the boat, gently rocking you guys in the dock. One last question for him: what made him join the Gavels? He would have, even though we didn't get to meet him then, he would have joined back during the tournament arc in Eteria, the fight for peace.
Yeah, he was this miner, like he was doing mining before, and he came to the Colosseum, and like, he came to the whole arena just to watch fights. But then, let's see, where is it? Marcin. Marcin got to him because he started singing so big about the Gavels, and this was happening like during one of the nights after the major battles, but not before the last day. I think it was the Adamantine Renegades, and he was drinking, and he got caught up with the songs, and he signed up, and the next day he wakes up wearing Gavel colors, and he's like, "Well, this is my life now."
Stubborn.
He sees the contract. Perfect. So the new B Squad member there, we're going to take a look at some of our older ones too. It's been a while since we got to hang out with the squad. So we'll have you guys reintroduce your PCs, what they look like, your class. Oh, you said your class, right?
No, I did not. I'm a fighter.
Perfect. So we'll introduce the other PCs, your classes, and then we'll do kind of that too, because it's been a while. So what made them join the Gavels? And for the ones that are returning, how are they feeling about the Gavels right now too?
Quick question. What's your archetype? You're a fighter with what archetype?
So dwarf fighter with the Mauler archetype.
Nice.
Mauler.
Really doubling down on the two-handed Mauler fighting.
Cool. All right. So Rodin Redmark is a tall, imposing orc figure who still wears his old navy jacket over the top of his normal clothing. He is, I wouldn't call him elderly, but he's old for this job at the very least. I think I actually wrote in his character sheet that he's 56. So he's an old-looking orc who was known for his brute strength back when he was in the navy of Messia. But these days he has to rely more on his smarts than his brute strength, since that has faded somewhat. He is an investigator with the wrestler archetype who focuses on like disabling enemies. Because he liked their cause. He also during the fight for peace, he liked like what they were doing, like trying to achieve balance, literally fighting for peace. But he thought that they could use more discipline, so he joined so that he could hope to provide some of that. He is green-skinned, streaks of gray in his hair, uses a rapier most of the time, and he is a somewhat grumpy old man archetype. I think the first thing he did in this campaign was trip Beshnit and crit, and they hurt him pretty badly. And ever since then, Beshnit has, I think, held a grudge.
Oh, he's definitely held a grudge. Like all of anytime you need like supplies or Gavel resources, it's late or like just doesn't come to you. Like nothing clean for you. Like, none of the Beshnit duties come your way. Perfect. Skeeve, we'll pick on you next.
Okay. Skis, we'll keep this short and sweet. He's a sun-soaked and younger long-tailed goblin. He is, in terms of a class, he's a goblin swashbuckler acrobat. So, as you can imagine, with him being young, he's extremely fit. Well kept in terms of like how goblins go, but he wears studded leather. He has 2 hatchets by his side, and then you can often see him in a cloak. he's got kind of red eyes, and sometimes like if the cloak's in the right, light, like it's all you can see is his eyes, which can be a little bit menacing. But when you get to know him, like I don't want to say he's harmless, right? He's not harmless, but like he's very fun loving and kind of go with the flow sort of stuff. He's got a really pleasant disposition, and he's always down for a good time. And yeah, I think he just would have joined. I think he would have joined the Gavel. Like he's very impressionable, and I think I would imagine like Marson was singing, and he kind of caught wind of it and just got caught up in it and said like, hell yeah, there's some adventures to be had. Let's do it, and joined up with the Gavel.
Perfect. All right, last but not least, Chris.
Oh, you mean Burger?
Yeah, it was very.
Yeah, I got confused for a second. I'm like, wait, Chris isn't here. Oh, I'm Chris. Oh yeah. So we have a human dedicated to Kosir, a witch, in fact, with a little bit of a familiar, made out of beer, coming from a mug that is Chris's casting implement there. Chris is a bit of a hefty human, but very jovial, paler skin, green eyes, a little bit of freckles. And she has been trying to keep high spirits during these times of the Gavel's trials and tribulations on the high seas and now in Kata. Not only is she a witch, she is an herbalist, and now at level 6, she is a wandering chef.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. And to go in more depth about the thoughts and feelings about the Gavel's current trajectory, that's a shadow drake wandering around the Gavels now. That does not bode well.
Yeah.
She thought they were trying to get away from Shinzo. See, that does not look like getting away.
And eventually, as you guys kind of go through whatever you'd spend your morning on, aboard the ship or kind of aboard within the war camp off the coast of Ascenta, eventually you do see Beshnet kind of arrive and gather you all through. Fundin, Skis, Chris, you get a warm greeting from Beshnet and goes, "Oi, we've got a meeting coming up soon. Olston requests your presence in the officer's crew. He'll discuss what he needs from you." Roden, you see Beshnet, you see him, like he stares at you for a moment, like he comes through, like he just stops. You hear a huff, and he goes, "Roden, Beshnet, you're summoned to a meeting. Olston request your presence."
I have never had opportunity to use this word before, but Roden glowers at Beshnet as he leaves to go to this meeting, and just gives him the most withering look.
You see Beshnet like scurries back, still glaring at you, but definitely gives you a little bit of space as you walk back towards the meeting room. But eventually you do see a weary looking Olston kind of just standing in front of a map of Fessia. You see the sorcerer give you a little bit of a smile, but definitely a tired smile as he looks at you. You kind of see him looking, almost peering as you guys open the door out onto the deck and seeing what seems to be a very intense conversation by the other members of the Gavels. And he kind of pokes his head back in and he goes, "Good to see you, B Squad. That is your official name now. I just read in Mysteria's report that she told the Duke that you are the B Squad for Noticia. So around the Duke, just keep that lie. I don't know why, but just keep that lie going."
B Squad. Fine.
Buzzing bees.
We shall be wasps then. The wasps of the B Squad. Roden strikes a dramatic pose.
Yes,
That
I
works for
I don't
me.
really mind being called a B Squad. I've noticed you're a great friend of Kosia.
There's a
So,
positive. I mean, yeah, they're friends with Kosir. The big thing is we just the Duke is kind of starting to like us. I think we don't want to piss him off. So you guys are B Squad, yay! But B, well, not with the EE though at the end.
Very well.
But that wasn't why I called you in. Apparently, Asinta and Fessia have a tradition when the great families meet to kind of kick off ceremonies with games and fights. Apparently, it's performed for the leaders to fight. Um, so the main squad's going to be finishing their very, very intense conversation, and you guys are going to be representing the Gavels. I mean, hey, you guys will have something to do today.
Very well.
So, what we're going to require for you, you're going to represent the Gavels. We're doing pretty well here, so we want you to make the best impression we can. The other main Gavels are going to be engaging in diplomatic negotiations. So, whatever you can do to just make us look good can help aid that along. From what our research has indicated, the combat section will be a chance for different groups to either challenge each other or be challenged. As I said, it won't be the leaders or the best of their groups. It'll be, let's rephrase it, not the best. It'll be different members than their front leaders, we'll say. It'll be people like you guys who represent the base of the group fighting it out. So whatever you guys can do to bring a win in will be greatly appreciated by us. And just no Shinzo, no craziness. Just go out there and win and make us look good.
I'd hope there be no
With
Shinzo.
Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No, she was just saying, I'd hope there be no Shinzo.
With their friends, and we'll go there with their students, and if like we kill them.
You see, Osa like leads in, and Beshnik just goes, "Yes, that makes sense, London." And Osa goes, "Yeah, it's right. Roden, is that right? Yeah, you agree to it?"
I believe this is meant to be a non-lethal tournament.
No kill.
Yes, no kill. That's a great point there. There will be no deaths in this tournament. They're just trying to. The Fessians like to have a good fight, enjoy some nice wine, and just have a good day with it. So that's basically what you'll be able to do. You'll be able to see people from across the Republic, maybe get a chance to knock one or two out, and overall just make the Gavels look good.
I bring some liquor with us.
Now we're talking. Then I'll bring some liquor with us.
That is more than acceptable. The Basians are fairly into their celebrations. They're definitely hold Kosir as one of their patron gods as well. So they'll have more than enough red wine and IPAs or Fessian pale ales, but bring your own liquor, your own beer. Definitely gonna keep the party going. Show the Gavel how the Gavels can fit into the rough and tumble, boisterous nation of Fessia, and I think all will be good. But what we're going to have you do, the main squad, from what I've gathered from the Duke and his advisor, it'll be good for them to make an entrance. The boat balancing act after all of the enhancements should be a very, very strong message with that. But we're going to have you guys go ahead of them, going with some of the Duke's forces. Just to allow the Gavels a chance to make that entrance with our leaders, we'll say, charging in from the front. But you guys will get a chance to go in, scope out the lay of the land a little bit, as well as just to start the revelry a little bit earlier.
We'll enter before the gavel?
Well, before you guys will be representing the Gavels, but before the leaders of the Gavels, we'll say, and as well as they're both the balancing act.
We will be leading in the gavel?
I mean, in a manner of speaking, yes, you will be the vanguard. That's a good word for the Gavel.
Vanguard. I like it.
Leading from
You
the
hear
front has
Beshnik
always
go,
been
"You're-
my style.
They can't do any worse than the others with diplomatic incidents, so go for it.
I think once this was the whole reason we originally had a problem. It's just like Beshin is talking shit about the leadership. So once again, Rodin would just shoot Beshin a sharp look. And I think the height difference between them is like 4 whole feet. So it's certainly probably somewhat intimidating.
You see Beshnik definitely kind of backs near Olston, and he goes, "Olston, we had a conversation. No one can hit another gavel. I'll call Jeeton mockery."
So I just want to say, after being called the Vanguard and it really starting to hit Chris that she's gonna have to fight with the rest of them, especially now after the others probably gained some more combative abilities. I feel like Chris is very much standing out as the person with +0 strength, +0 dexterity, coming in with food and drink. So she just sips from her tankard, looking a little bit more concerned.
But she
Giesel-
will bring the power of Kosir at her back.
Skiz will look back and kind of see that she's uneasy and give her a wink and say, non-lethal.
Hi, non-lethal.
Perfect. Well, as I said, we'll let you ride with the Duke's forces. Unfortunately, you will miss his crowning because you'll be leaving a little bit earlier, but you'll get to start the revelry earlier. And hopefully farewell as you represent the vanguard of the Gavels and hopefully earn some respect to our name as we begin these negotiations. As we will all be going to war soon, and the more allies we can have at our side, the better. So,
And
go-
you chose the best fighters, Austin, I trust?
Well, yes. Actually, yeah, 100%. Past the leadership, the officers, you guys are the best the Gavels has to offer. I mean, hey, you know.
That actually makes Chris do almost do a spit take, but can't waste any drops. So she swallows what she has in her mouth, and she looks to Austin, just like no words, but a clear look of, "Damn, you're not kidding, are you?"
He's is starstruck and he just goes, the vanguard of the gavel.
You guys are the vanguard of the Gavel. Hey, once we get, maybe we could work to change the name of the Duke. Rather than B Squad, you guys are the vanguard. But for now, you're the B Squad. Unless somebody can charmingly convince the Duke that this is a new thing and that Wisteria didn't lie.
Our superior officer called us the B Squad. I see no problem with this. We are the B Squad.
The B squad vanguard.
Whatever you like to choose. Hey, you guys are doing far better than Brolo, who we have not seen in a day, so, or a week. So, hey, there's that for you. You guys will fight well. You'll earn honor, and hopefully we'll be able to celebrate you back when you make your way home to the Balancing Act. But with that, I've got another million things to do. Unless you have any other questions, I will point you over to where the Duke's ships are leaving, and you'll be able to hitch a ride with them.
Fundin will go and just pat Austin on the back. And then he goes over to Chris. And then pointing towards Austin, says, "Who is it you went through here? Her. I think he needs it."
I love this shit so much. It got me.
Chris, what are you? Or Burger for Chris? What? I told you that Chris things can be confusing for you.
Yeah, I know. Again, to tell the story, I was originally going to call the character Chris, realized that no, we got someone named Chris, and I looked through the weapons and saw a weapon called a Chris, and I was like, oh, that's a good replacement for it. Fool and dumbass that I was. But she kind of like looks left and right and goes, "Oh, well, you're talking to me."
Yeah.
Beshnik looks and goes, he wants to get a drink with you, I think.
Oh, what do you say so? And Chris is going to toss him a bottle of alcohol. We'll say
You're coming in a little muffled, Burger.
I am.
No,
There you are.
you're
Good now.
You're talking away from it, yeah.
Hold on, let me double check that. No,
Good
it's
now.
fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So, she'll toss him a bottle of alcohol. We'll say it's cotton wine for now.
And then the moment he gets it, he will walk over to Austin and then give it to Austin.
Oh, this is for me. Okay. Well, are we doing a group drink or?
And then he just pats Austin on the back and leaves.
He stares puzzled for a moment. He looks to Beshnik. Beshnik just like stares intently at him, like doesn't give any helping clues. And he just like, I'll take a drink. I mean, it was brewed by brewed distilled. I'm not sure what I'm drinking, but made by a Gavel themselves. So, Chris, what does that concoction taste like?
I didn't think about this.
Or what type
So-
of concoction was it? You said it was like a clear, right?
I said it was alcohol, and I said a cotton wine.
Okay.
So, what would cotton wine taste like, or at least an attempt to imitate it?
Definitely, so it'd be a red wine. Very kind of either way from it ranges from dry to sweet. It's kind of the Fessia and Kata are kind of like the pinnacle of, or Fessia itself is like the pinnacle of red wine for Kazuya. It's definitely one of the ones where they, if you get a red, if you could spend some money, it's gonna be a Fessian red. So kind of depending, would Chris want sweet or more bitter or dry, I should say.
Definitely sweet. Definitely sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of like a more sweet dessert wine feel to it. Perfect. But after that, Beshnik goes, all right, I lead you to the Duke's ships. Let's go. That means you too, Rodin.
I am following.
And he does lead you through the Duke's war camp to kind of a set of ships that are kind of being loaded up right now with some of the Duke's kind of bit of soldiers, bit of retainers and servants, just kind of preparing for their journey. It's a very small journey across the sea. It's pretty much going to be about a 5-hour sail, moving from this island off the coast of Acinta to the city of Acinta on the island itself. So you're able to hop on the boat, kind of going through the somewhat choppy waters for the day. Sun kind of beaming down upon you as you cross the sea and make your way to the city-state of Acinta. And as you are kind of disembarking within their dock, one of the biggest things you notice, and you saw bits and pieces of this in Kata, of the city, when you, or actually, these people didn't see bits and pieces of it when they went to Kata, but you as a players did, with the city of Ascenta, like there's artistry, craftsmanship, as well as intricate yet beautiful design is one of the major pieces to Fessia. A lot of their works, like from their ships to their architecture, is built with like an artistic bent to them. And you're getting to see Ascenta where it's not, or undisturbed, not marred by the war or occupation like Hada was. This is a Fessian capital in its prime. You see a lot of bright colors, marble kind of buildings, many of the colors kind of matching like sapphire and silver, the colors of Ascenta, just very intricate designs and statues and murals and just really kind of artistic, rugged design, which kind of almost seems to make up Ascenta itself. But once you all arrive there, along with some of the Duke's servants and retainers, they hustle you over to this castle in the middle of the city. This castle is sapphire and silver, with these intricately carved like runes occasionally dotting the surface with the sigil of the Ascenta house upon them, just really kind of just giving almost this regal and imposing kind of facade. Like almost like this castle almost feels like it's a bastion against the wilderness, really kind of playing up on some of Fessia's outback tendencies, but definitely with that regal flair. And they kind of escort you into this main hall type area, where you see one of the kind of retainers in blue and silver walks up to you and goes, welcome, Gavels. We will be proceeding fairly shortly. You all were listed as champions and retainers for the Gavel squad. You would be listed as the ones who will be competing and doing some of the fighting. We will be organizing that in just a moment. For now, make sure that you are ready to give your all. And as we get the dignitaries and the others settled in, we will call upon you and allow you the chance to show what you can do. With this, these matches are not to the death. We encourage you all to remember that as this combat is going through. We do not want anyone hurt or anyone to decease from this. Outside of that, there are no rules. You will fight on the Tower of the Storm Gods, as well as compete in some other challenges after you've had your first fight. Go fight for your Gavels, fight for your Duke, and may you fare well in the battles to come.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your hospitality.
Oh, it is my pleasure. And you kind of see him wave over to you, and you see a tray come over with a kind of a small bit of red wine and like almost like a wafer-sized piece of bread. And he goes, please, we're extending the guest hospitality to you. Eat, drink, and know that you are under the protection of the king as long as you hold true to your vows and do not disturb the peace. So eat, drink, and then be prepared for your battle.
Rodin would give a salute and probably go eat, I guess. I have a question. I have not played an investigator for very long. I would like to pursue a lead related to like winning the tournament, but I'm not 100% sure how it should be like. It's not winning a tournament is not a mystery I'm trying to solve. So I'm trying to think like, what can I do to be like?
Maybe
Can I just think I would fit as a
opposition.
lead, but let me read it real quick.
Maybe like
Right.
try to figure out who the opposition is.
Perhaps. Yeah, I posted in the chat. I think I did. Yes, I did. All right.
Yeah,
That's
you can
happening.
find out who you think is the opposition is, but yeah, I wouldn't like it'd have to be some type of mystery.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why don't I Sure. My pursuer lead thing will be who will we be facing and what other specialties, I guess, so that I can be prepared for the battle to come. That's me pursuing a lead during this meal that we have.
And this is just it's like a bit of bread and wine.
Right. Not really a meal. You get it.
Perfect. And how does Roden go about kind of like trying to uncover who may be their opponent?
Are there other people here, or is it just for us?
Right now they've got like a little corner of the hall, but it is bustling. Right, you see mostly as you look around, it is like filled with people, but mostly kind of in the blues and silvers of the center house, kind of going through and getting everything prepared. But you do see pockets of those who don't really kind of fit that. Some with weapons, some with kind of definitely armor intended for battle, kind of the same as you, kind of either sitting at a table with their group or kind of huddled in the corner, all just kind of keeping a watchful eye and either snacking on the bread and the wine or just kind of waiting to their time.
Okay. For now, at the very least, not knowing who exactly we're going to be facing, I would just like to start just kind of like watching and analyzing just all of the people that look like warriors. And I'll probably do more detailed investigation later. Just kind of like trying to suss them out, like, this one looks strong, or I recognize that holy symbol, like that kind of stuff.
Definitely. What's the rest of the crew doing?
As that guard, like before he leaves, how much? It sounds like he's giving us bread and wine. Is he giving us like a decent portion, or is like just a bottle? Like
he gave me kind of like it's not much. Like it's like a little like customary type thing just to really show that you're under his protection. So it's like a thimble, not a thimble, but like a half pour of a glass of wine and like a wafer type piece of bread.
I think Skis would just kind of like pluck that out, and he would just like take the sip, and he'd turn to the group and be like, "Wow, you guys, you hear that? We're the champions of the Gavels." And he would take the whole sip, and then he'd hand it back, and he would say, "Could we get one more? Could we get a couple more of these, please?"
We'll find you a bottle. We'll bring you a bottle. We do want you at your best, but the hospitality of Senta is yours.
Yes. We are the champions of the Gavel, the Vanguard, the B Squad.
Aye, we even got Kosir at our back so long as I'm here. So, drunker the better.
Christine probably will be fine with that, but Skis, I would recommend. I can't think of the word. Temperance? That's not the right word. Restraint?
Temperament.
I would advise
Temperance
restraint before our debut. We wouldn't want to embarrass the Gavels, now would we?
That's a good point. We'll just have one bottle.
Right. Oh dear.
They do bring you a bottle of red, and as you kind of look around, Roden, give me a perception check.
You got it, boss. Here we go.
Look around, you see a number of different kind of groups, especially some kind of starting to take shape and see a little bit about kind of their heraldry, kind of where they may be from. You see kind of moving through the entrance, a group that has this the golden coin of Mokalin upon them, along with the golden bull, kind of the coin on their back, the golden bull on their lapel, and you see there are 3 of these kind of warriors within, one carrying what looks to be a wicked-looking rifle on one shoulder and a short bow on the other, with long dark hair. She has like this almost glow about her as she kind of walks into the hall and gets her kind of the welcome wine and bread. You also kind of see next to her this just kind of beast of a monkey-looking man. He is just towering over the rest. Very tall for his ancestry, but you see he is wearing like this light armor, mostly almost pretty much cloth. As he walks in, carries no weapons, but as you look at kind of the muscles straining upon his arms, there are weapons in their own right. And he has like this joyous smile, and you see like as he walks by and grabs, or kind of sees like the welcome food and drink, he basically grabs two of them. It takes two of the little thimbles of wine, downs both of them, and you see a little cheeky smile kind of just erupt from his face as he does so. Next to him, you also see this kind of taller woman, and she also has a gun, but hers, you see like these arcane runes etched onto it. It almost seems to react and move within her hands, and you see like this just arcane glow emitting from her eyes as they walk in. And you see next to them like this short little kind of stout dwarf. And you see he has like this white coat upon him, and he leads in three of these creatures that you've never really seen before. These creatures they look like an orc somehow, but they look like an orc that has been forged over. It looks like parts of their body parts have been replaced with metal, enhanced with this rune-like cybernetics, just kind of a listless, dull look in their eyes, but they look very formidable. Their armor and their armor is almost fused within their skin, looking very heavy, thick, and hard to penetrate. And you see three of these warriors with these blades attached to their arms kind of walk in pretty lockstep behind the dwarf in the white coat.
Advanced technology these ones seem to employ.
Tegan, you did not. Okay. Is it that one NPC from NPC Core? Don't tell me. I want to find out. But the second woman, my eyes are peeled for her.
I just want to briefly mention this is our first time seeing Avarna, the monkey ancestry.
I was going to ask about that. I didn't know such a thing existed in Pathfinder.
I blanked on the name. Yeah, they're one of the species that's available there. You typically found in either Grove City or Cadenia.
I made one of my potential backups that I still need to get to you, Tegan. That right there.
So you see these guys kind of like they strut in, definitely very confident, little cocky as they go through and pick out their own little table. You see the kind of the one in the light clothing, the Varnum, kind of bouncing between like for some moments he like is kind of like steady and like moving through between forms, and other moments he is just like in his teammates, like not in their face hostilely, but he's like in their face, laughing, patting them on the back, moving their stuff. Like he's like a mix between like complete stillness and constant motion, just depending on when you get a glance at him.
Interesting. We should keep an eye on those ones. Their weapons of war seem to be quite advanced. And in addition, even those who don't use advanced technology gestures at the giant ape man. What kind of ape are we talking? Like gorilla or like for no reason at all? My first thing, like I was picturing an orangutan person.
Yeah, kind of like a big chimpanzee. Like I'm in between like a chimpanzee, like a big chimpanzee and an orangutan.
All right,
or skinny gorilla.
Skinny gorilla. All right. Even those that are not using highly advanced weapons of war are imposing on their own. We would do well to keep an eye on those ones in particular.
but also as you look around, you do see kind of others filing in. You see Stormfist adepts kind of coming in with their geese and the thunder, wind, and water symbols upon their chest as they make their way within. You also see people from the University of Heka arriving with kind of the Magic University's symbols edged into their are kind of edged into their clothing as arcane runes, and you see like the different city-states of Kata eventually, or city-states of Fessia eventually bring their soldiers, their people, kind of all coming in, filing into this great hall. And pretty much you get some time that passes through, kind of enough time for you guys to finish that bottle of wine, do some people watching, but eventually the courtier that greeted you all does go to the front of the great hall, and he goes, greetings, champions for your respective factions. We are now going to begin the night's entertainment. We are going to start with a rudimentary combat. As I said, this is going to be non-lethal, so please, no casualties. We are going to kick it off with the representatives of Kata, the Gavels of Evasara's B squad. They will be going up against the squires for the Mokalin Reclamation Protection of Assets. And you see kind of the three that I described, the monkey, the two women kind of both kind of standing up, readying their weapons. You see the monkey kind of bouncing back between both of his feet. And he goes, the courtier goes, you two will fight first, fight well, fight hard, and I will see you upon the Tower of the Stormfist. And he kind of leads you guys both up, and as you guys are led through, the corridor does narrow, so you're able to kind of get a good look at get a good look at the other squad. And the Venera does look at you all and goes, "Oh, how are you all doing? Hey, looking forward to fighting you all. I've heard a little bit about you guys. A lot of things. But hey, this is actually first time I've heard about you guys, but heard about the gals. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna fight. Nobody dies. And I don't think we get any gold for this. Usually when we fight people, we get their gold because they owe us gold. But this time we take the fight.
Settle
I
down.
agree to that.
Settle down. Wait. We're about to fight. You gotta get your blood moving. You gotta get your you're too slow. Settle up. Yeah, settle up. Voted your own view.
Yeah. I look forward to an honorable combat. May the best team win.
He goes, my name's Aro. So yeah, hopefully we win. And he points to kind of the woman on his left, the one carrying kind of this large rifle with the arcane runes on it. She's the squire's leader, Arenta. And you kind of see she grunts and she goes, enough, Aro. It is time for us to do battle. They don't want to hear anything you have to say. We represent Mokalin's protection and asset recovery squad. Usually we don't get to talk to the people we go up against, so Aro's taking it a bit far.
Mokalin, that's where Wisteria's from, right?
Oh yeah. She's there. Her dad used to be there too. He got kidnapped and she got banished, I think. But yeah. It was a big scandal for a while. I mean, you don't really get to hear about rich people getting kidnapped and all that, reavers and school getting broken into. Who breaks into a school?
Yes, Wisteria was quite the important figure before she left Mokalin, if I understand correctly.
Her dad was, yeah.
Right.
Fundin will turn towards the third woman, whose name we haven't yet heard, and he's just again looking at her. He's not even asking for it, but he's like expectantly looking for her name.
you see like she kind of with the long dark hair and kind of the bow on one arm and the gun on the other. Like she just kind of looks back at you, and Aurora looks at it and sees her like looking at you. You look at her and goes, now, she's Layla. Layla, introduce yourself. Yeah, we get to talk to these people. We don't have to just shoot them. And she goes, name's Layla. Pleasure to meet you.
Fundin.
Thank you. And you hear
Can you hear the romance sparking?
Oh, God. Skis looks over. He's like, Jesus.
Hey, he enunciated for her, all right? He doesn't do that.
you see Aro goes, okay, well, you guys are actually kind of this whole time still walking and kind of going up this very long, winding kind of set of stairs, going up through the towers of Vicenta, kind of making your way to that top, kind of to the Storm's Fist area. And he goes, I'm just glad we got to fight you guys. I mean, they for a minute were saying that the Forged Men would be the ones that got to do all this, but they decided to hold that in reserve. I think they're trying to make a deal with the Duke. I don't know. But we get to fight, so this will be fun.
I look forward to an honorable and compelling battle. Can I just very quickly just do like a recall knowledge on one of them? Just to take a look, analyze, try to see if I can like learn anything about just the way. I guess probably Arrow, because he's the one that's been catching my attention the most. I have I don't know if this matters, free action recall knowledge that I can do once every 10 minutes. So I'm like, I don't need to spend a lot of time doing it.
Go for it.
Cool. I would like to recall knowledge on Arrow. That's not how you do that. Give me a second. I believe in myself. I will make it happen.
I think it's let you roll without him being on the screen.
Yeah. So let me just click the recall knowledge button in the actions page. If I can find it, I know the alphabet. I promise.
All right. What question do you have about Aurora?
I want to see. My point was to sort of analyze him for weaknesses. So I guess I would like to know. Let's just let me get his lowest save. Why not?
He looks like very quick, and looks like his lowest kind of save is will. Looks like he's a little scatterbrained as you hear him continuously talk as you make your way up.
Gotcha. I should have asked for his highest save now I think about it, because that's kind of obvious. Oh well, it's too late now.
But eventually you guys are able to complete your journey up and up these stairs, and it's definitely kind of a hefty hike. Eventually, though, you're brought out onto this platform, and you see like almost like built into the top of this castle is a monument to the storm gods. You see kind of all three represented: Sanda, the god of thunder; Wai, the goddess of the sea; Hava, god of the wind. And there's like this almost little pond that's artificially been like kind of inserted onto the top of this castle. You see around the pond, or the spectator seeing kind of like in this like little almost makeshift arena built around the pond, and you can look through there and you see even the Gavels leadership. You see Olston, you see Jeet, Wisteria, Belric, Will, Mockery, all of them kind of sitting around there, kind of watching as you all prepare. And you see kind of other figures in there too, just kind of definitely eagerly looking as you approach this little makeshift pond. And within the pond, jutting up 40 feet from within, is this little tower. And you see upon it are ladders on both sides, kind of jutting out from the water. And you see this courtier who brought you in and goes, all right, well, Gavels, you all will approach from the south. The Moklin Protection Squad, you guys will approach from the north. You all will climb up there. When the king gives the go-ahead, you all will be able to commence combat. As we said, no fatalities, but give your all outside of that. It'll be a little bit of a swim for you to get there, but you all seem to be in very good shape, so it should not be an issue. May the best of luck, and may the storm gods bless you. And he kind of lets you all go as you guys reach the kind of top of the castle, and are kind of ushered towards the pond and the tower within.
As we get closer and closer to the water, Fundine's steps get like slower and slower. And he's in full heavy armor, and he's a dwarf. Yeah. If you guys, any of you would be like okay with it, could you help him swim? It doesn't make sense. Like, yes, he's able to do it according to the stats and rules of the game, but I think he thinks that as a dwarf, he'll immediately just.
They're very dense. Rodin is a very good swimmer. Beyond just having a good strength score, he is also specifically very good at swimming, from all his sailor background and being in the Navy and whatnot. So I think I can hopefully help you with that.
I mean, I would also I feel like we're all walking towards the water, and we just like kind of see this badass dwarf like just kind of like slowly going, and we're like, I feel like we can kind of recognize like this may be an issue. So I feel like absolutely, Rodin, you could help, and then like I'll kind of give you a glance. Like if you need backup, you let me know. Like, because yeah, like Skis is an underwater marauder and like super athletics. Like that is definitely something he could help with too. But
sick.
I feel like it would make more sense for a larger entity like Rodin to help. If you need additional aid, let me know.
How do you two help kind of get across there as you guys get? It's like the pond is actually surprisingly deep for being on top of a castle. It's about 40 feet deep, so we're not crazy deep, but like, there's significant depth to it as you all kind of make your way through, and you see kind of the tower jutting through. It's not a long swim, probably about 15 feet at the most. You kind of cross in.
Are we being spectated right now, or is this just like part of the?
Oh, yeah, they're watching you guys. Yeah.
Oh shit!
They've got a little makeshift arena around, filled with.
This isn't a race by any means.
No, yeah, so no race. Yeah, you guys aren't like.
Oh god.
Rodin would like
to the time.
demonstrate the ideal stroke for swimming in armor, which he definitely knows from his time in the Navy. And then also, and once we're in the water, he's gonna be like shouting out like a what do you call it? A rhythm like counter, like stroke, 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 like that kind of thing.
Okay, the moment he gets into the water, he will like grab onto the nearest limb of Rodin that he can find, and it is like a vice grip. It's almost an unarmed attack. As he's just like panic flailing, just trying to stay afloat somehow. As someone else is going to have to do the actual propulsion to get him there.
Yeah, Skis will kind of go there and like, kind of like almost just like grab his like, like as he's floating, like his stomach and back. So hopefully like he feels a little bit more comfortable and stops flailing like a maniac and embarrassing all of us. That's what he'll say. You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing us. People are watching. And he'll kind of level him out and like tread water as Rodin kind of leads the way.
You guys are able to make your way to like this kind of float, like this tower that's rising above the pond. The tower itself isn't very big. You see across from you are the Mokulin Reclamation Squad. You see Aro is kind of a little step ahead with the other two women kind of almost flanking on the other sides. Both of them readying their guns and kind of readying their weapons. With that, kind of like making this this impression for the Gavels, what do you guys do? Right before combat starts? Is there any words you all have? Any crazy thing that you do? What do you all do to make the Gavels stand out a bit here?
I feel like this is the swashbuckler's time to shine.
Pop off, pop off.
So I'll go out there with my I've got 2 hatchets, and I'll kind of like, I'm assuming like there's a crowd around us, so I'll be playing the crowd and like the spectators, and I'll kind of be like, I'm not like juggling my hatchets kind of impressively like to no avail, and then I'll oh god. We are the B Squad. We are the Vanguard. We are the champions of the Gavel. And today we prepare to render a sentence upon these. What is the Moklan? Sorry, what are they called?
The Moklan Reclamation and Protection Squad.
Okay.
I know that
Good
wasn't
Lord.
in character, but that would have been really funny if that was in character. Like, to remember,
Skis
like, what were they
gets
called?
about 75% of it right, I think.
Yeah. But we are the Gavel. We prepare to render a sentence on these Mokalan fools. So prepare to be entertained, prepare to have fun, and prepare to watch the Gavel succeed.
All right, give me your choice of actually give me an intimidation roll here.
Intimidation. All right.
I have something I would like to say as well. Can I aid him by saying what I say, or should I do a separate roll?
If you're not thinking of doing intimidation, you can probably do your own thing too.
Okay, cool.
All right, let me find my.
You let that stand?
No. We're not starting that way.
There we go.
Wow.
You see for a moment it kind of hung in the air, but you do see as you call out that challenge, especially the Moklan, who's it, what's it, as you call, or as you messed up the Moklan thing, you hear a lot of like cheers. Moklan's Reclamation and Protection Squad is not very popular. No lore necessary. Like they're basically like they're the repo men from Oakland. They take back bad loans. They take back. So you call them out as you kind of use your natural charm and intimidation there. You hear some cheers going out from the crowd, some gasp as Moakland coming in. Definitely getting the crowd warmed up a bit. Rodin, what are you thinking of doing?
I just wanted to say, the Gavel of Evasara is no stranger to winning tournaments. We will do you proud, he says as he salutes towards the sort of the leadership of the Gavel. That's it.
Osa definitely gives you kind of a good nod and wave back. Anybody else do anything? With that, you see the other.
Wait. I was thinking, would it be possible using the cooking lore skill to go over some of the fun cuisines that could be made by Oro if you join the Gavels? Or at least like give them a visit to support them. Some of the foods and drinks you can get. Kind of advertising that.
From well, I don't know. So what's Chris trying to do here? Is he trying to promote the Gavel's food?
Promote the Gavels by promoting their food.
Okay.
It's like sneaking in an advertisement right after a couple big speeches.
Perfect. I won't have you roll for that one. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, you could definitely go through, shout out the Gavel's foods, encourage people to stop by and see Ordo on that side. They gotta get their own taste of it. You see you do see Austin looks a little confused, but he goes, "Yeah, we've got great food as well." Okay.
And to go back over it, canonically, one of the reasons why Chris joined the Gavels was for the food and to learn how to make it. Chris now has the Wandering Chef dedication, so that's going pretty good.
Nice. Perfect. With that, you do see Aro go. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say one thing too. Praise be to Crinius, God of Commerce. Money rules everything. But yes, we are here. We are the Squires, the Squires of the Mokeland Reclamation and Protection Squad. We're gonna really fight now. If you owe Mokeland money, sometimes you may see us. Or if somebody owes Mokeland money and we're on your side, we can help you win. Because we fight very well. We do all the things. So let's fight. Let's fight. And you hear kind of this bellowing voice, you kind of echo out with this regal tone. The stakes have been laid. Gavels versus the Mokeland Reclamation and Protection Organization. Let them fight. And let me throw you on the map.
Oh boy.
And you guys are on this platform up 40 feet in the air. You feel the wind kicking around you. You see the water in this pond kind of just arcing and moving as if in waves. You hear crackles of thunder in the distance as you all fight amongst the storm god, kind of offering and shrine. Everybody give me initiative.
Huzzah.
Do you want it before the encounter gets started?
Oh, I thought I had it on. My bad. All right.
Oh, it's on.
Squares.
So, do we have to do non-lethal stuff like intentionally here?
You don't. Basically, when they go
Okay.
down, they're good to go. Unless somebody really wants to press the map.
And if we push them off the map, that's okay. Or if we push them
Yeah,
off
you
the square,
definitely
that's
can
okay
push
too.
them off. So it's a 40-foot drop on that side. It's into water, so it's a little bit kinder. And you see there are ladders on each side that you can climb back up in.
The first thing that came to mind when that just got okayed is Funden just knocking half the team off of the entire thing.
I almost took Combat Climber, y'all. I almost did it. I should have.
Perfect. All right. Aro is up. You see him kind of like stretching out, kind of getting this almost anxiety-oriented movement through his body as he like charges in. You see, not carrying any weapons, just got his fist held out in front of him. And he is going to rush. He's going to pick on. Oh, he's going to pick on Road. So you see, he goes, kind of runs in, and goes, "Hey, you're the biggest one. You're the biggest one." Charges in with this kind of just mercurial speed. And you see him leading in with this hard elbow, looking to kind of like knock across your face. And he is actually going to try to follow that up with a shove. Oh, where is that? As he will crit fail, you see him kind of rush in, trying to like he pops you in the face with his elbow, and he tries to like kind of use that moment to take you off guard and knock you down through. But you're able to easily avoid the push and keep your balance. And Chris, you are up.
When he falls prone, right?
Oh yeah, he tried the shove. Yeah, he failed. So he is pro. So you see him like slip and fall.
Really easy turn here. Go and cast Benediction for some AC, and then we're going to let's see here. Stoke the heart on our dwarf. So to go over what that does, Benediction, it's an area of 10 feet. 15-foot, sorry, misread it out there. 15-foot emanation that gives a +1 status bonus to AC. And Stoke the Heart is one creature within 30 feet, sustained for up to a minute. They gain additional damage. In this case, it'll be 3 damage.
Perfect.
It's
How's
a
that all
static
look
bonus.
combined together for Chris?
Oh, sorry, what'd you say?
How does that all look as she gets that off?
Well, this is a celebration. This is a little bit of a tournament. So she's calling to Kosir for a little bit of extra entertainment. I imagine that aura is literally one that is almost mental in origin, kind of amping you up, getting you right into the thick of things. And Stoke the Heart, it feels as though you just downed one fiery beverage.
Perfect. You guys get the boons of Kosir and skis. You're up.
Does somebody get those points from Faith's Flamekeeper? I don't know if there's like some special requirement or something you have to do first. But it looks like somebody gets 10 hit points.
Just Funden.
No, it could be anyone within 50.
You
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
I
select
forgot
who it is,
about
or-
that. Sorry about that. I'm going to give that to within 15 feet. Unfortunately, Rodent's on there. I'm going to give that to Skis. Skis gets 5 temporary hit points.
All right. There it is. Thank you. All right, and it'll be my turn. So I'm going to start my turn trying to gain cachet. So I'll use Bon Mo. And enough with this monkey business. It's time for you to face the Gavel and the B squad, and then I will roll a diplomacy check.
Perfect.
Yeesh. Not great.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aro just kind of shakes it off, like with kind of his youthful exuberance.
Okay, and then from there, I am going to I'm going to again try to gain. Can I try and gain panache twice in one turn? Can I use one for all here and attempt to aid Rhoda?
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything blocking that. Yeah.
So, so yeah, I will attempt to. Roden, you shrugged that off. We're going to win this. We're the Gavel, and I will roll a diplomacy check yet again.
Perfect. And with aid, are you trying to aid his next attack?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Unless there's something
that
else.
will-
What else would I aid? I'm sorry.
So you get panache for that, and then Rodin, you'll get a +2 to your next attack.
Dope. Appreciate it.
You got one action left.
Okay. Sorry, let me just add this. Like, taking me so long to do. Do I add? Okay. Alright, so I have Panache, finally. Panache. And I'm going to use my confident finisher and strike him.
He's prone, so it'd be a good shot to get it in. Maybe crit.
Okay. Strike.
Very nice.
That's crit.
Oh, crit?
Yep.
Hey,
Yes.
starting off good.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that is a
Good
confident
lord.
picture.
Goodness me!
What do skis do here?
I feel like he kind of stumbles into this one. All that shitty dialogue I had. Wit was not the right choice for Andrew. But, so, yeah, he'll have seen Rodin got hit. Chris does all these buffs, and he's feeling, like, pretty good. So he lays out some crappy lines. He's feeling the red wine flow through him. And after all that, he just, like, he almost, like, closes his eyes with a hatchet, and then he just, like, hits them in the opportune spot that does a bunch of damage, and like maybe almost like near the neck, and yeah, it's kind of a huge hit.
Yeah, you see some blood pouring down the Venera, kind of staining the stone tiles. Not quite bloodied yet, but he was very healthy before, and he's near bloodied from that hit.
Well, that's my turn.
Rodin, you're up.
Lovely. All right, here we go. My first time. Well, it's actually not my first time. I would like to start by devising a stratagem against mine foe. I think I'm gonna start off targeting Arrow. Is he considered a part of the lead I was pursuing, which was finding out the weaknesses and strengths of my enemies? Because that determines whether
I usually work for a mystery, but we'll let that one play today.
Okay, because that determines whether it's an action or a free action, I think. Because I think it's a free action if they are the target of my pursuer lead. Cool. A 3. All right, probably not going to be using that. Although I think I can like use it.
You could use it for a skill action, but
I
if
could
you
use
attack them,
yeah.
you do have to use it.
Cool, yeah, so I can use it for a skill action. That's fine. All right. So, I take a moment to just, like, watch him, analyze him, and try to see, like, where he is weakest. But the first thing I want to do is get away from the edge of the platform. I don't think this guy has reactive strike. I don't trust it. So I'm going to try to just stride around him, going here, and then here.
Nice. Yeah.
As my first action, and then I would like to use my skill stratagem against. Hold on, can I? Yeah, it does have to be against him, I believe.
It does have to be against him for the skill stratagem.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. So I would like to just sort of circle around him, looking like draw my blade and sort of hit my hand on the freaking table. Draw my blade and sort of menacingly walk around him as he is prone on the ground, and use my second action to attempt to demoralize him. I already have him targeted. Great, lovely, dope. There we go. Oh wait, I shouldn't have. It shouldn't be. Oh wait, no, yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be that plus the extra 2, I believe, from my skill stratagem.
Or +1, I think, right?
Let me check just to make sure. Yeah, it is +1. You're right. Cool. So I don't know if the extra +1 makes it crit, but
Not crit, but he's frightened.
All right, great. And then my final action, I would like to call out to Skis.
You have a +2 on your attack right now, right? Because didn't I aid you?
True, but I can't.
I'm good.
I am not allowed to attack him, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because investigators are weird.
Okay.
But instead, I will help set you up as well. I'm going to activate my teamwork ability, distracting duelists, and call out to Skis. I'm just going to say, a well-paced strike. This one will fall before us easily. And so you now, I can aid you as a reaction if you are
Nice.
going to attempt to Bonmo him again.
That's great.
And also, you can aid me as a reaction on my demoralizes in the future, if I decide to do that.
Sweet.
Nice.
It doesn't have to be against him either, just all of those things.
Nice.
As long as we're both in range. So that is move, demoralize, distracting duelist. All right, I'm ready to go. That's the end of my turn.
First turn for a dwarf.
Yeah. All right. I will just walk. Yes, I will just stride 20 feet to get to. You know what? Or yeah, there's fine. We won't use the full roll just yet. Second action. I will attack
Did we lose him?
No.
him. Oh,
We lost you for a second, but I think you're back. Oh no. Okay.
I like this, dude. I think he's.
He's coming back. Leave. Here.
There we go. Sweet.
it's always when I turn my camera on.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So first action move over there. Ooh. Oh no! No! I can't do that yet. Okay. Yeah. First action move over there. Second action is going to be just a regular strike.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Solid.
Ooh,
Yeah, he didn't
stoke
blow up.
apart. Oh, God, look at all that damage. And then the third strike is going to be a fun fighter thing. So I will attempt to move him down a bit. Just a little bit right here. So now I'll make a strike with my polearm.
Oh.
Uh,
You hero point?
I am a fighter, so yes, I'll roll the die on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, damage and move arrow right there, and that's my turn.
Wow.
How's that all look?
He clunk, 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 clunk. One strike slash, and then just twists it around, just dragging
That's
this
sick.
creature over to the edge, threatening to push him over.
When you were like debating if you should use your hero point, you said, "Well, I am a fighter." Like, what did that mean? I'm just curious because I'm new.
Fighters have good accuracy in general,
Okay.
and arrow is also off guard, so the odds are really good that I probably have to just hit like a 8, 9, 10 or something like that to get a hit even with my second attack.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. That makes sense.
Typically, fighters are a proficiency ahead, so they're usually +2, like against like the best
Gotcha.
attack on that. So they're crit
Okay.
machines.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, yeah, you see Layla. She's got her arquebus in her hand with this glowing shot kind of arcing in there. You see her take aim at you, Fundin, as you blast her, kind of stab and then drag her comrade. You see her kind of sight down with the arquebus and lets out a shot. That'll hit. She drops the arquebus and then spends an action to draw her short bow and sends out a second shot, which will miss. So you hear this loud crack as the arquebus goes off. It hits for 19 damage as you see her kind of pull that trigger and blast into you. All right. You see Aventa go through this taciturn woman, but she kind of goes in. You see her load her gun, this kind of arcane-looking rifle. She puts in this weird bullet with scrolling runes across it, and she is going to use, which one would be funner? She's going to use Bullet Storm. And you hear her yell, "Sorry, Aro, keep your head down." As she unleashes this Bullet Storm, and she starts just shooting, and these arcane bullets start whizzing through.
God, this is a damaging effect, right?
It is.
Okay, good. So I can apply more.
So give me a reflex saving throw. Layla is going to have to as well.
Wait. Yes, that artwork. I knew it. She's a gun witch.
She is. Oh, Layla's a fail.
Oh, that's everybody. I just realized the 60-foot emanation. Okay.
It's crazy how big
Oh
this
my!
is.
I was wondering why everything turned green for a second. Like, oh, I wonder what the radius of this is. Oh, that's a nice color.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Aro fails.
I'm sorry, Ara. I'm sorry, the entire arena. That's really cool, though.
Perfect. Those who save take 10 damage. Those who fail take 20. Aro is looking rough. As you guys see, Aventa just start, like, this gun comes through. She loads it with this arcane bullet. She fires once, but you see just this bullet almost seems to multiply as it leaves the stock of her gun, just almost lighting the area up with it crisscrossing and almost duplicating as it kind of emerges, and just a hail of bullets kind of encompasses the arena, blasting into everybody. Aro looks like he's near passing out. You see Layla kind of gives like this, "Why'd you do that?" Aventa, hollering back at her friend. And then that is everybody. Sweet. So get your damage in. Half for those who save. Top of the order. You hear kind of that booming voice of the king that called out before, and he goes, "But as always, combat is not only just a trial between group against group. It is often determined by the gods. And in Fessia, the storm gods are those who reign, those who bring the wind, the lightning, the water, those who command sea and thunder, determine who shall be victorious." Somebody give me a D4. Fundin's going nose goes. All right.
Is one good or bad? I don't know.
You see one of the priests stand up. They're wearing this gray, windswept looking cloak. Their hair looking like it is really blowing back in a breeze you have not felt yet. And you see them clutching an amulet to Hava. And she goes, "Great Lord Hava, give us your grace. Show us what your torrential winds can do." And she's going to unleash an environmental effect on the crew. So everybody give me a reflex saving throw. You feel these winds like before, like it was just kind of a gentle breeze, and it whips from a breeze to a hurricane like torrent blowing across you all. Let me roll a d4, see which way we're going. We're going to the right. And they will need to roll as well. She succeeds.
Oh, actually, mine is even lower. Mine is a 16, which I same thing. It's not a damaging effect.
Oh, yeah, so this one's not a damaging effect. So Layla fails, Fundin fails, Rodin fails.
Sorry, a quick question. Is this a magical effect?
It is.
So can I use Orc Superstition on it?
I think that's like a +1 or +2. It wouldn't matter for you.
Okay.
So yes,
sorry.
anybody who fails needs to move. They just failed. Needs to move 20 feet to the right.
20. Okay.
Aw, damn. That's going to be Chris. 20 feet's off. By
Oh, did
one
Chris
step.
fail?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Chris, you feel this wind. I thought everybody was safe. I didn't. So, Chris, you feel this wind blast into you, knocking you off your feet, and you see kind of like sailing past you the arena grounds. All of a sudden, you see yourself tip over it and feel yourself hurtling into the waters below. Luckily, you're falling into water, so this reduces the damage because typically you take 20 damage on this falling from 40 feet, but falling into water is a little bit more graceful, so you only take 10 damage.
Let's see. Tegan, the falling into water is way more interesting. So this seems more fun. Do you want for us to have like the grab and edge option or not? Because again, I think.
Yeah, you could do a grab and edge reflex action. Did you have your reaction left, all right?
Yeah, got my reaction. So,
Yeah, so grab and edge. With that, what you'd have to do is you've got a hand free too, right?
yes.
You have to do an acrobatics check or reflex save.
Damn.
Not Chris's expertise. I might wanna. It might be a hero point.
You know what? What do I need to get to pass it?
What it? So you're getting a 12.
It's possible. Hero point. Let's go. In or out of the combat. Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
Succeed and not be hurtled off that edge.
That means skis and Fundin are still within the aura.
Yeah, I just took them off. I put them back on.
They got that +1 AC.
Perfect. Oh yeah, no, yeah. So you hung on to catch the ledge, not hung on to not get thrown off. So you're there. Perfect. Aro is up. He is going to burn an action to stand up from prone. He is very.
No. Sorry. Continue.
Oh.
Did he not? Whoa. Or did he
Oh,
pass?
no,
his-
roll for him?
I don't know.
Oh, let me roll for him then. So he's got pretty decent reflex there. So he is going to spend an action to move in here. Continue fighting Rodin. He's going to drop another elbow to the face. He is pissed this time. He is bleeding. He's got knocked down, dragged by his spear. So you see him coming with a flying elbow to the face for 30 damage. That is his move. The stand is that. So it's all his turn. And he yells out, "Hey, Amanda, please, no more bullet storms. No more bullet storms." Chris, you are up.
All right. Any check that comes with attempting to pull oneself up on the ledge.
I think you just have to climb. So, athletics check, I believe, because you don't have climb speed, right?
No.
Yeah, so you have to make an athletics check. It's not very hard. This one's a 15, so
I have a modifier +0.
One second. Let me just confirm. If you need to grab it, so all of grab an edge.
I think you got to climb up on that one. Is that right, Spirit?
Oh, it is. Yeah, you are right. You have to climb up.
Okay.
So, youch. First things first, going to sustain the Stoke the Heart, so that keeps going, and someone's going to get some temp HP. I still have my range. I guess we're giving this back to skis again. because I can't reach Rodin. And then second action, let's strike it back up on the ledge.
All right. Fairly. Well, oof. Yeah.
Not a crit fail. Not a crit fail.
Not a crit fail, luckily. Yeah. Well, just one above. So.
So am I allowed to do it?
You're just kind of there. You're hanging on.
Can I try again? Or
You can. This does not have the attack trait. Nope. Yeah, so you can do it at your regular roll too.
yep. So here we go again. No.
Oh,
Chris will just say aloud, "Oh yeah, I need some help here."
On my way.
And if you did want to let go, unless somebody can help you up, the ladder is difficult terrain, but you fall and then have to climb back up.
Fall. Wouldn't I need to swim over to the ladder?
You would, but the water itself at this point is not choppy, so it would not require a swim roll.
I see. The aid of an ally seems far more theatric and dramatic.
Fair. All right. Steve, yep.
aid you shall have. I'm going to just. That's how I'm going to prioritize my turn. I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to assist aid, help Chris off, back up.
Perfect. You've got I think your 8 option, one for all. Let you do with a diplomacy check.
I think you are correct, sir. Will that get? Should I use one for all, or do I just roll that?
Use one for all. Get a diplomacy roll because that'll give you your panache back too.
Can I ask you something? Skis, do you have athletics train?
I should. Sorry.
Because
Okay.
you could try and just reposition Chris back up.
That too. Yeah.
If I move over and then reposition. Yeah, I mean, I'm plus 11 athletics. And then I would have the opportunity to maybe throw a hatchet. But I don't know, I feel like the other way, like at least I would gain panache. I would get her up. So yeah, let me use the one for all and then do the thing because that'll get a couple birds.
Nice, another crit success. So you get your panache. Do you get anything? Do you get a bonus for doing a crit success with a panache?
These are good questions, Tegan, and I don't know the answers.
Unfortunately, there's nothing you get for crit success for panache. You just gain the panache.
Perfect. Well, you got your panache. Chris will have a +2. You've got one last action, I believe.
I moved. Didn't I just use one for all?
Yep.
Okay. That was all one turn?
Yeah, so one for all, I'll let you make that A check as well.
Okay. So Chris is up.
Or Chris is +2 to their roll to get up, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I misunderstood what I was just doing. That's okay. You get a +2, Chris. And now I'll throw my hatchet at... I'm going to throw my hatchet at Aro. Can I do a finishing move at that point?
Can you do let me check. I think you can do a finishing move with a throw-on weapon.
Why not?
Yeah, just make a strike. So yeah, go for it.
So difficult to give myself panache. I don't know why this is so hard. I will throw a hatchet.
That'll hit you.
Sorry, I might have said that says melee strike, so I may not have done that right. Do
It is
I?
adding your strength instead of dexterity.
Yeah, it should be my. How do I? I can throw my hatchet.
Yeah, you can throw it.
Right.
Let me see how you throw it with.
There's a
Oh, so it's the
plus
bottom
one.
one, I think, for you, or the top. Let me see which one was strength and which one was with. Because there's two options. Oh, it's the one with the little U-turn signal. So this is actually better for you. So it'll be 1+1. So
Yeah.
just
Okay, so-
roll on the damage side. Just click and I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Nice.
How do you non-lethally take down this Venera?
Oh, I want it to be lethal. So Ski slides over to Chris and like, kind of just like whispers like, "You can do this. You can get up. Like I have faith in you." And then he just like looks over, and then sees like after Roden got hit, and he just like throws an axe right at him and like just hits him like in this area to knock him over and get him down.
Perfect. You see him come crashing down to the ground. All right, Roden, you're up.
Lovely. All right, so Roden, panting, is going to first, like after seeing Arrow taken down, he's going to turn his attention to the other two. But first, he is going to quickly pull a mysterious liquid out of his pouch and just down it very quickly, and that is me using battle medicine on myself. Never done this before. Here we go. Oh, that's not the right button. I think there's probably a battle medicine.
Treat wounds.
Okay, I can just use the treat wounds one. All right, cool. Cool.
Perfect. You patch yourself up, or the healing tonic flows through you, and you get a little bit of HP back.
Great.
What else do you do?
That is my first action, and then, or I think actually I technically have to do devise a stratagem the first thing on my turn before I do that, but my bad. Oopsies. All right. So next, I think I am more concerned about event. What's my speed again? Yeah, I've not played this character enough. Okay, 25. I'm not Will. So I cannot quite reach her. So I am going to just start heading in her direction, preferably just to be not close to the edge, although I'm kind of close to the edge no matter where I go. I'm gonna move in this direction. And then I am going to attempt to, why not, let's try to demoralize again.
All right.
I'm pretty good at that. I am going to... Let's do it. Where is it? Sweet. Oh, it's failure. My bad. I was looking at the.
Oh, no, they speak English. I don't know why. Or not
Yeah.
common. I don't know why it's not say they do. I think that will pass. They are frightened one.
Dope. All right, that's the end of my turn.
What does Roden say to frighten him?
Good point. I just as he like sort of his boots click on the ground menacingly as he approaches, confident, switching his blade out, ready to go. And he just says, "This one is." He's not even. He's looking at her in the eyes when she says this, but he's speaking to the rest of the group. He says, "This one is next."
Perfect. You see some fear fall into her eyes, but it's cold sweat trickling down her face. Our dwarf is up.
Okay. Clunk, 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 clunk. We are going to start off. First up, look over at Chris and sees. And I think I assume they're good. So we're going to sudden charge. So move twice to get to right here and make a strike. All right, strike the first. And then once again, we will attempt a sleek reposition, this time out into the water. Right there, which is still within the reach of my polearm.
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll map strike. Ooh,
Oh.
happens. That is my turn.
Hey, bleeding a bit from the wounds. Layla, you see her begin to gesture with one hand, kind of these arcane sigils begin forming, and you start to see fire emerge from the hand. She's going to cast Fireball.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Luckily, she can't
It's like-
get you off.
It's the bane of the Gavels.
So everybody but Chris, who hanging over that ledge, helping you out here, give me a reflex saving throw.
ouch.
Alright, Skis saves. Rodin crit saves. With that orc superstition being the saving piece there.
Phew!
Foon, did you roll already? Oh, you did.
Yes, the
Okay, perfect. Yeah. All right, yes, you see that fire kind of burning through the arena. Most are able to avoid the worst of it, with Rodin able to utilize his own superstition to completely remove himself from the damage area. You see she spends her last action just loading and knocking an arrow and taking a shot at Foon. Oof.
Ooh. So there is a reason that she's the leader.
As you see her pull back that short bow, let loose this arrow, it whizzes through the air, kind of pierces into you, and you see some arcane residue upon it. And the Deventa, the gun witch, is up.
Come on, do an interact action. Come on, do an interact action.
She actually is going to have to. All of her stuff. She can't really move either. Or should I have her move? No, I'm gonna have her just go out and blaze glory. She is going to take the hex bullet, which I think is interact.
No idea.
Manipulate. I mean, go with.
No, it only says concentrate, so it doesn't seem like
Oh
it.
wow, weird. Luckily, her shooting will trigger your reactive strike here, but she is going to use a different ability, Bewitched Shot. Oh yeah, that's what she's gonna do. All right, she's gonna Bewitched Shot. Who is looking healthy? Rodin. So you see her kind of load up this arcane kind of just weapon or gun with this kind of these runes upon it. She's going to take a shot at you that hits. She is going to use the confusion spell with her bewitched shot. Give me a will save.
Okay, can I try and like hit and disrupt her first?
Oh yeah, go for it. Or you can hit her. I don't think you got this. Oh shit.
Oh, rough. Misses. Ooh, that superstition though.
Unfortunately, actually, I don't think I have the superstition anymore. That was just for that one thing. I just forgot to uncheck it. My bad.
Oh, unfortunately, you're still a success then, but you are stunned one. You see her shoot, kind of load another bullet into this gun, and this time as she shoots, and it kind of leaves the barrel rather than multiple bullets appear. You see one with this kind of hazy purple sheen around you. It pierces into your flesh, but luckily you're able to keep yourself together enough not to fall for this confusing aura of lights and images that play through your mind. So you're just stunned one, and you take that, I forgot how much damage, 11 damage from the shot. And you guys see Aro's body is eventually dragged by like this gust of, or this torrent of water off the map. You hear the priest intone once again, and goes, "What new challenges may our storm gods bring?" Somebody else roll me a d4.
I'll get this one.
All right. You hear kind of rumbling, and you see like this priest walk up. This priest that is in very heavy silver armor with lightning bolts emblazoned upon it, grips this pendant of Sanda, and he kind of bellows out, "By Sanda's fury, let the lightning flow." Let me find my little environmental sheet. Luckily, it's 21st foot burst in the middle of the arena, so you guys may be all right. Is Roden, are you in there?
Roden. Yeah, Roden's in it.
Roden, give me a reflex saving throw.
Oh no, not again. I believe. You know what? I'm gonna hero point that.
I said that was the one that crit fail versus the confusion. That could have got nasty, but definitely hero pointed.
That's not.
Oh, it's better.
It's better.
So you see this lightning bolt smash into the center of the arena, electrifying the kind of the area. Almost kind of see white for a moment after it flashes by. Roden, you take 17 electrical damage as it clashes in. But luckily, everybody was outside of you. We're outside of the center of the arena when it struck.
Yeah, that difference between the failure and crit failure is what kept me up.
Perfect. Roden is still fighting, still up on his feet. Chris, can you get up on your feet as well?
Let's see. No. But that it did keep it from being a crit failure there.
It did.
Alright, so it's hitting me. I can still cast spells while I'm like this, can't I?
Yeah, you're able to at least pull yourself up high enough to see, so. And you only need one hand.
Let's see here. What can I, Yo. Let me double check the range on something. Damn, 30 feet. I can't. I'm sorry, Roden. I wanted to target you with a 2-action heal. I can't. I cannot reach.
Yeah, I was measuring that myself earlier.
I have 3 third-rank heals prepared. Life boost too. I can't. It's 30 feet as well.
Bummer.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is most of Chris's abilities have range of either 30 or 60 feet. More so on the 30 range, so... Yeah. This is rough.
At least all of us can try and take Avento down. So hopefully Jim will do that before it's their turn again.
We're going to cast this, trying to get some damage in. Spiritual Armament! Sustained for up to a minute, meaning no no sustained hexes are going to be cast here. Sadly, so Well, actually, can I? If I cast this, can I still sustain the hex I have up right now? And then next
Yep.
turn I won't be able to sustain it, or?
I don't, because you use one action to try to get up, and this would be 2 actions to cast. So I
Oh
don't-
yeah, you're
Oh,
right. Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, but otherwise, sustain is not limited by like number of spells. It's just by actions. You could have like theoretically 3 things going and just sustain all 3 every turn.
Yep. So we're gonna probably go around about doing that, and yeah, go with spiritual armament, and we're gonna drop it right here. Or well, sorry, I was thinking for some reason my brain went, oh yes, 5e spiritual armament. No, it's a.
It
Let's see,
used to be
it's
like that pre-remaster. They changed it.
Yeah.
for the
Oh
remaster.
no.
Sweet. Make us an
So-
attack against Aventa.
We're going to do bludgeoning, as it's going to be the equivalent of tossing a mug at someone. Now let's see, attack, swing. Holy shit!
That'll hit. Perfect. You're hanging on the ledge. How's it look as you hurl that mug at her?
So Chris just just looks around, gets a good sight of this gun, which I have to just say is badass. That's so cool. And it kind of comes out of nowhere. I imagine it doesn't even originate from Chris. Just some magic comes from Chris's hands as she points at her. Then just from a completely different random angle, a mug just bam off the top of the head. Still comes from the
Definitely
ground.
some
so they came
confusion in
from
her
below.
eyes. A bit of pain, but still looking fairly healthy.
Yeah, that's gonna be everything Chris can do.
Skis. Yeah. You're on mute.
I got you, Chris. I'm going to use an athletics check as. Sorry, Jeet. That's all I know you as now. Get Chris off the ledge.
Perfect. You're easily able to lift her up and get her off the ledge. You can put her anywhere within 5 feet of you.
Okay, I'll throw.
Right here would be best.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Yep, move your. Yep. And then my question about moving is like, do I move like this, or it's like I have 30 distance, so
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you got 30, you can
do-
get there.
okay. All right, so for my next move, I'm gonna stride over. Can I just
Oh, sorry.
in this?
You'd make it
Sorry.
1 back. You just got 30.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Okay, well, fuck. Ledge. Uh. I don't really know what to do here.
You can throw a hatchet
you-
again, right? You have 2 of them.
Yeah, you got 2, so you can throw another axe if you want. Get closer and throw one.
Yeah, but then I'm out of axes.
Go pick it up when you get there.
All right, yeah, let's just do that then. I'll move up, and I will target Venta, and I shall throw an axe at her head. Bear with me. Sorry. There we go.
Nice, that'll hit. Perfect. Definitely started to feel it, but still not bloodied yet as you guys rain blows upon her. Oh, Roden, you're up.
All right. Because I am stunned 1, I don't think I can afford to try to devise a stratagem this turn. I think I just gotta go with my strength. All right. Not having time to analyze my foe properly. Just feeling distracted and confused. Rodin, I think, is going to... You know what? Maybe I should... Nah, I'm gonna... stride forward, moving in range of Aventa, and then I am going to attempt a snagging strike on her.
Yes.
So that's just a regular strike. Cool, here we go. I believe in myself.
Do it.
Yeah.
Hey.
That'll hit. She is now off guard.
Yeah, as long as she remains next to me. Low damage, but who cares? So yes, I rush forward, stab into like a bit of her jacket with my rapier, and like drag it to the side so that she is now off balance, so that Fundin can go in for the real strike.
Man, that was sick. I was like, how are we going to get her off guard? She's on the edge. And you did it. Fundin raises the pole arm and says, "You witch!" And he's going to do an intimidating strike. And we will try and yeah, that off guard. Oh, frightened 2 and all that damage.
She is officially bloodied now too.
Okay, good. Because
Actually, rough.
what's coming up? Frightened 2 and off guard. Now is the perfect time to try another sleek reposition. To try and just push her over the edge over there. Come on, map strike. Come on, map strike. Yes.
That'll hit.
Yeah, baby.
Due to the frightened 2 and off guard 2.
Huge.
Oh, perfect.
Huge.
She had 14 HP left, so this typically wouldn't have taken her out of the fight. But yeah, she's down to 1 HP. How do you how does it look as you stab her and throw her off the edge?
Good question. The first attack, yeah, it's with the pole arm. It just he swings it straight up down, and then with the second attack, he rushes in. It's partly the pole arm and partially his own body, and he just pushes her, scaring her to take one step, and then using the force of the weapon to hit her and push her off the rest of the way. She can, if she has a reaction, she can try and grab onto the edge, but if not, she's going down.
I'm just gonna let her fall on this one. With the 1 HP left, I'll let her take that fall. You see her come crashing to the ground, or crashing into the water, unconscious. But eventually, you do see the waves form, and then just kind of push up her unconscious form, keeping her from drowning. All right, Layla.
Now they're Layla from fireballing us again.
She is. She actually only had 1 fireball. Oh, yeah. She is going to use Sure Strike. Oh, who's she gonna pick on? Sure Strike. She's gonna pick on Fundin. So you see her line up the arrow. You see her kind of casting her arcane runes upon it, draw back, and take a shot at you.
Oh dear.
Oh, she knows where all my armor weaknesses are.
just got that on lock. So she pulls back, draws, lets that into you. Fundin, how are you looking?
I am so glad I am an HP tank. that I went for high con and toughness. I'm at 5 hit points after that damage.
Oh, perfect. She pulls back with her last action, taking your last shot, just desperate to at least bring someone down. But you see the arrow just whizzes past you, completely missing even yourself and your armor. Bringing us back at the top of the round. Someone give me the last D, or most likely the last D4 here.
Oh, yeah, let me do that.
All right. Well, luckily this one does not really play. You see the water again. Another priest step up with kind of like these flowing robes, almost like the waves of a sea. She kind of holds up her amulet. It says, "Let the meat wise embrace." You see the water below begin to churn, and a whirlpool kind of like appear within the pond, pulling everything down. But luckily, nobody's in the water, so you don't have to worry about that one. Chris, you're up.
All right. We're gonna deal some healing. All right. First things first. Life boost, and we're gonna drop that onto Funden.
Thank you.
Damn,
Much
Rodin,
appreciated.
I'm sorry. You are just out of range for any of the healing again.
No worries. He also needs it, so.
Yeah, you can move. Maybe move though. I'm good.
Yeah, if you wanted to do the 2 action, I don't mind giving up the life boost. Don't worry about it. It's completely up to you.
No, the life boost.
We both
Life
need
boost
healing, so
lets
just focus on.
me- Oh, I need to move for that anyway. So yeah, no, I gotta. I have 30-foot range. So actually, how I can do this is move, life boost Funden, and then 1 action heal Rodin.
Yeah.
Which allows me to give temp HP to someone as well. There we go. Action economy. You're free. We're gonna do the single action to Rodin. Roll healing. Youch. Yeah.
Hey, every bit counts.
Yeah.
Every bit
does.
doesn't count. That is true. So with life boost, don't forget to drop the life boost on yourself, London, and that's going to be Chris's turn. Except for someone's getting some temp HP. That's going to be you, Rodin. That's going to be 5 temp HP to you. And there we go.
Perfect.
Much appreciated.
Skis. You're up.
Well, I no longer have hatchets, so I feel like I need to pick up my hatchet, which would be right in this corner.
Yeah, you'd be able to kind of go through. Try
Oh.
and move and pick it up. You could definitely pick it up.
So would I be able to move, pick up, move over?
That would
Two
take
actions?
off your actions if you wanted to do it that way. Because if you stop to do anything on a move, it stops the move.
Yeah.
Requires another move action, I should say.
All right. Screw the hatchets. I don't need no hatchets.
What's your other weapon again?
I have throwing knives left, so I'm gonna use an action to draw out my throwing knives. This guy's an archer, right? This gal,
Yeah.
like shooting stuff. So I'm gonna use another action. I'm gonna do Bon Mot, and I'm gonna say, "You couldn't hit water if you fell off this ledge." And I'll do
Okay.
diplomacy for that.
That's pretty good.
"24 versus her will." That will just succeed.
All right.
The crowd goes,
Um,
oh.
Oh shit! So I have panache, and now I'm gonna use a throwing knife, and I'm throwing the. I guess I'm using a finisher on my throwing knife.
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
It just said strike. It doesn't say anything about it doesn't say anything about a melee or range. So nice, that'll hit.
Thanks.
Don't forget your finisher damage too.
I had it checked. I don't know if. I feel like that's it.
It doesn't look like it added it.
How do I add it manually on?
You may just have to throw it in.
You deal 2 additional precision damage. Or defend your 2d6. So 2d6 plus 2? Is that what I add?
I think so.
Precise strike. You do.
Sorry, I know this is a lot to read.
No,
I just... Usually I just check the box.
Yeah. Roll 2d6 on that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 3d6. You're 5th level.
What am I doing here?
If you click at the bottom, like that d6, and just click it 3 times, it should add that in for you and roll. Nice.
Thank you. Sorry about that. So that's 16 damage.
She's looking
Got there.
bloody. Oh.
That's my turn.
Roden, you're up.
Now is my time. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is start off with a devise ein Stratagem. A 2. All right. That means I'm not gonna be attacking her, but I do have something else I can do as a backup. I am going to just take a moment to just like. Oh, sorry. Am I still stunned? One, or did that go away?
No, that was just for that turn.
All right. Cool. So I am going to use this ability now. Connect the dots. Using my skill stratagem, I'm going to use do a perception, targeting her. What is it? Deception or will DC, I believe. Oh, and that's an additional +1 as well. On top of that, I forgot to do the extra +1 bonus. But yeah.
Perfect. That'll crit succeed.
Crit succeed. Nice. All right. So in that case, I analyze her weaknesses, and Fundin, you are going to gain my Pursue Elite Investigation bonus as a circumstance bonus to all your strikes and skill checks against her until the start of my next turn.
Oh, that's sick. Take that +1.
So I just like Rodin takes a moment to just sort of stare at her, just like the wind blowing his hair for a moment, just like stare for like a good 3 seconds, just looks at her, and says, and turns to Fun and says, "She favors her left side," and you get a bonus to all your stuff you do next turn.
Nice.
Dude, Rodin's a badass. I love Rodin. Like, just the best like one-liners. I'm like, God, like, I'm a wit swashbuckler. I can't do anything as cool as Rodin.
Oh, man.
What are you talking about?
It's so
Both of you
cool.
guys. Yeah.
Anything you do as a goblin is goblin. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Yeah, I know. So yeah, I have a little backup.
But also, what are you talking about? Like, your witty retorts have been way better than anything I would have come up with. So this is a fun group. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with
B
this.
Squad's good. B Squad's fun.
yeah. A Squad is so serious. It's like,
Yeah, God.
life and death and
Yeah,
shit.
philosophy.
Yeah. So this is going to be sudden charge to actions to strike over here. One action to strike. So let's see. It should apply on its own. The dots. Yes, the dots have been connected.
Ah, jeez.
Solid.
Woo-wee.
She's
Holy!
barely on her feet.
All right. Well, we will try to sleekly reposition her into the water as well.
Wait, does the critical specialization happen?
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. I move her into the water.
Nice, good call.
She's got a little bit more HP, so she is going to try to grab the ledge with her free bow hand. Reflex.
All right.
I want to just like have that little edit cut to the beginning of this combat when I said that Fundin would be knocking off half of the enemy team.
So she is alive, barely holding on to the ledge. Is that all you're actually? You got one more action left, don't you?
One more, yes. This is the sleek reposition. If she was an enemy, I would say he's attacking her hands, but he's not doing that. He moves to like the butt end of the pole arm and just tries to knock her off the edge with his sleek reposition. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Bash her in the face. You see she lets go of the ledge, unconscious as she falls from the 11 damage and then hits the water. It is kind of repositioned again by the waves, pulling her out from drowning. But you hear the king's voice bellow out once again. The Gavels of Evasara B Squad has proven victorious over Mokalin's reclamation. Congratulations, Gavels. You've earned your victory here today. What do you all do? You guys the cheers from the crowd, not quite as loud as the arena, where you all watched the main leadership of the Gavels fight, but definitely very spirited. The nobles, the diplomats, people have been brought in. You know, Gavels. So I will say. And those are the Gavel's main two that were here. Some of them.
Oh, you're muffling up as well. It's like burger voice.
Yeah, your audio's cutting
Really?
in and out.
Oh,
Sounds
it's
good.
back now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's back now.
Weird. I was talking like into my mic too.
You're good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
It,
Perfect.
It was weird. I think it was just like when you stopped speaking and there was some silence. I think it reset or something.
Okay.
It was
So
really
I
weird.
don't know if it came out, but I was asking from the Gavel, your player characters, who would be cheering? Would you guys be cheering? Would anybody not be cheering?
Like Jeet and stuff.
Yeah, like Jeet, Belrig, all of them.
Oh, we're in the crowd?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
in the crowd, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like we already know what chant Belric's doing right now.
Up on the stage, Fundin, he holds his polearm in both hands, and he does what he thinks is like a noble victory dance, but it comes out a little bit silly.
He looks like a goofball. I love it. Yeah. After that, I'm gonna take the opportunity. Skis will take the opportunity to say, "Order, order! The gavel has spoken. Justice has been served. Case closed." And he'll like knock one of his hatchets like backwards on the ground, like in victory. That'll be his.
You see Beshnet nodding along in approval at that from the stand. But with that, one of the things you notice, kind of near the crowd, you see like this dwarf in kind of the white cloak approach. That was along with the Mokulin delegation earlier. You see him approach the king, this burly big man, in kind of like this blue and silver armor. And you see the dwarf kind of like whisper in his ear. And you see him kind of like pause for a moment, and he does look back at the group, and he goes, "The delegate from Mokulin praises you on your victory. He does wish to know if you would double or nothing. He feels that one of his forgemen could beat you at your full health. He leaves the option open to you, but I wished to pass along the challenge. You have won the challenge put forth to you by the crown of the center. This choice is yours." Out of game terms, I'll let you guys know. Right now, having earned the victory here, you guys have earned yourself 2 rerolls when it comes to the diplomacy section that you guys will be going into next time. So you guys get a little bit of a cushion there. If you are able to, if you do decide to take on the Forged Men Challenge and win, that'll double up to 4. There's not going to be nothing on this side, so you'll still get to keep your 2 if you lose. I will say, if you guys do decide to take on the Forged Men, it's tough. But you'll get healed up to full if you want to try that challenge.
I'm down.
Yep.
In character, Funden is looking to the leadership, see if they are saying anything.
Yeah, what would you guys' characters say at this point? Your other characters, I should say.
Fuckery would definitely be looking to the party, knowing like, yeah, we got this.
Yeah, Balric would be like, do it!
Jeeth is deep in thought, considering pros and cons.
Wisteria surely writing stuff down, and she's like, oh, well, if this happens,
Wisteria is writing down the pros and cons, yeah.
You hear the king kind of looking between you and looking at the leadership of the Gavels, and he goes, well, by the people, it sounds like the Gavels would like to take on your Forged Men. Do you have any words to speak? And you see this little dwarf in the white coat step up and just kind of like this nasally voice. He goes, you lot are going to face the latest version of our Forged Men. Viewers, please know that these are for sale. We are looking to offload our current inventory of these people, of these merchandise, to any that have need of a capable soldier that can be quickly retrofitted and will dominate the battlefield. Thank you all for your time, and I'm looking forward to you witnessing the demonstration of our Forged Men might.
I gotta mention the Freudian slip of these people, these merchandise.
Can you remind me, which rep is it again?
The dwarf from Oakland. He actually hasn't given you a name. That he goes through, and you hear the king go, we will pause for a moment for them to be able to heal, restock their weapons, and be ready to face the Forged Men. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to run to the bathroom. We'll come back. We'll do the Forged Men and wrap it up. This will be a very hard battle for this side, but I'm curious to see how you guys do. It'll be one foe, and we'll get that set. So I'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to our Gavels B Squad, our session 2 of the Gavels B Squad. They have won their first bout for the gala, but they decided to double up and go against one of Mokalin's Forged Men. And you all see, as you take your time to patch your wounds, to refocus your might and your spells, you see this creature kind of just single-mindedly swimming through the pond, step by step, with metal clinking upon metal as it climbs the rungs of the stairs. And then you see this creature emerge upon the arena deck. It is clad in metal, the metal almost seeming to be fused upon skin. You could tell at one time it was an orc before it was augmented, but you see there's little to nothing left of its humanity. Its eyes are dull and listless. Its stance is that of a being waiting for its commands. and it has this blade built into the arm, kind of the armor of its arm extended out as it waits for its commands. You see the king kind of once again raise his hand, and he goes, "The Gavels have won the first bout, but now they will be facing a forged man. Let's see who shall prevail. Fight!" Let me get the initiative going, and we'll get you guys in.
Oh, sorry. How long has it been since the last battle? I just need to know for battle.
Probably about 2 minutes.
Okay, then.
Perfect. Everybody give me a roll.
Yeah, I have healed myself up to full. That's okay.
Yeah, you guys all had a chance to heal up to full and get back any spent resources. All right. Chris, give us a roll there.
Already did. I got a 23.
Oh, did you not roll initiative? Let me update it then.
Oh, I rolled perception. Yeah, that's my bad.
No worries. All right.
Yeah, I don't feel like walking all the way there. I'll delay till right after the enemy.
Right after the Blade Master. All right.
Blade Master, yes.
Perfect. Yeah, you see, like, with the single-minded determination, like, for a moment, he's just still, and then all of a sudden, it almost seems like he turns on and juts forward. He is going to... he's going to do a move very similar to what you've seen Fundin doing all night. You see him rush in and strike. He is darting towards Chris.
Okay, that's going to be a reactive strike because he moved from one part in my reach to another part in my reach.
Perfect.
Ooh. I am a crit machine of the wrong kind.
You see him just kind of narrowly dodge that strike. You see him as he reaches Chris, his blade lash up and strike.
Oh, huge!
Yikes!
Oh. Oh no, bro! Over there, by a lot over the HP. Curse is down.
Oh, so you see him slash in.
Oh my god!
First hit opening Chris up, the second bringing the Kosir's cleric down to the ground. Fundin, you're up.
Oh my
god! Oh my god!
This is
Does anyone have any way to get Chris back up? Because that's very important. Because Chris is the healer.
I have battle medicine.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, let me see if I can get him away from Chris. But then again, no. Hold up. Let me see this. 1 second. I just have a fun one. Take a step into the square of a foe that is your size or smaller, and this is my size, right?
Yep, it's a medium creature, so it's your size.
Yeah. Into the square of my foe. Okay, cool. So I would have to be trying to move into him. I don't know. I don't think it's the time for doing something fun. So I'll try something else. So I will instead just do slam down. So first I have to try.
Sorry. I think this is the time. This is the time. The stakes are low. Like, this is the time to do fun stuff. It's just sorry.
You know what? I think that changes it.
Yeah, let's do something fun, dude.
just to get him a okay, because this is not a fighter thing. This is a dwarf thing.
Yeah.
Level 5 dwarf feat. I will step here, and then the last. Oh, actually, you know what? This way. Let's do it this way. Step here, and then I will curl up into a ball and then just try and roll into the orc.
Okay.
Alright.
Boulder roll.
Wow.
Oh, please, God. Oh, Jesus.
It's a regular success. I think it's a basic one.
No, I think that's it. Nothing happens.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, you see it hold strong.
Oh wait, you're right. You're right. It
little
does
fine.
do the bludgeoning damage, but equal to your level plus your strength modifier, unless it critically succeeds. So it didn't critically succeed,
Oh,
so it
perfect.
takes that much damage.
Nice. All right.
All right, yeah. So just roll right into it. Get away from our healer! Bounce right back.
Yeah.
You see its armor absorb some of the blow, but you see it rock just a little bit. Skis. Yep.
Yikes. Okay. Right. I am going to begin. I'm sorry, Chris. There's not much I can do to help you.
Pop off with what you can do.
If
Sir.
possible,
Yeah.
if you could
Yeah?
leave this space open for me, it would be nice. But if you can't, do what you
Okay.
must.
Can I stand on Fundin?
Fortunately, you can't.
Okay.
Not even when he's a ball.
And you only move 20 feet?
Me, yes.
Sorry. Odin?
Rogan.
Oh, you know what? Actually, well, I'm just trying to get to next to Chris. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. I understand.
So I could
Okay.
I could move like here if I wanted to and just like attack him, but I'm trying. To get
I see. Yeah, I see. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start off, and I'm just gonna try and gain panache, and I'm just gonna say some witty shit. Sometimes I just wish I could say, "Can I say witty shit?" This guy's orc, and he's metal forged. Is he like? What does that mean? Brass, clockwork, or?
Yeah, so it looks like metal has been like kind of a mixture of like steel, iron, kind of like replacing some of his like more fleshy organisms. Definitely looks
Okay.
like he was an orc before whatever happened to him.
Okay. So I'll say like, you got one good hit in, but it looks like you're pretty rusty.
Nice.
And then I'll do my diplomacy check to get Bon Mot.
Oh, that is such a good roll.
pretty good.
I think that will succeed.
Will succeed. And then I get panache. What's the easiest way to get panache? Like, I just feel like I have to like post something and then drag it over. Like, is there something I'm missing here?
I think if you just drag in the thing, you could just drag the word panache at the top into your character sheet, and I think it should apply it.
Thank you. That's what I needed. Well, I appreciate that. All right, and then from there, that's one turn, right?
Yeah, one action so far.
So I have panache. Can't heal anyone. I'm assuming my hatchets are wielded.
Yeah, you got your back, both your hatches back.
I'm throwing one at him.
Do it.
My finisher. Targeted. And then
Well, that range penalty is rough so far.
Oh, you could have gotten closer if you're out of range.
Oh, my range in me was 10 feet. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought this was further range. I'll re-roll this. Can I move in?
You can move in, but even with the range penalty there, even without the range penalty, you still would have missed that throw.
Okay. Okay. So I think that my third thing that I'll do will be to aid. I'm gonna aid somebody here with one for all. Rodin?
Yeah, especially if he's doing battle medicine. That could
Oh
be
yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. So I'm gonna aid Rodin. I'll just say, Rodin, Chris needs your help. Chris, and we need Chris's help. And I'll do my one for all thing here, which I think is another diplomacy check.
I believe so.
Sorry, this is taking way too long here.
For the aid, yeah, they'll succeed with an aid, so you get a +1 bonus, Rodin, to your battle medicine check. You've got Panache.
Okay, and that's my turn.
All right, Rodin, you're up.
Cool. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is rush in, slide into position right next to Chris, ignoring the enemy for now, and I am going to attempt to battle medicine Chris. So
As you move to interact with the medicine, the blade does lash out.
oh yes, right.
I'm gonna be real. That's gonna make healing a little bit more difficult. Now that we know.
So it cracks
Good thing
out,
is-
slashing into you for 24 damage. But luckily it didn't crit, so you can still keep it moving.
I may have had benediction up still. That's on my bad. I don't. It did not matter for anything so far. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I got that taken out now.
Oh,
Right.
misunderstood.
I'm trying to. It's gonna just roll it here, but we'll believe in ourselves for the +1. Oh, cool. Lets me do it.
Nice.
What? Nice. Oh, sorry. I thought that was the roll. I thought 14 was the roll. My bad.
Yeah, me too. I keep getting confused by that.
Well, how do you get Chris back conscious?
He has done this many times, rescued many a soldier on the battlefield. And so he rushes over. He has a medicine kit at his hip already, basically at all times. He just whips out a long strip that is in there, and it's coated with medicinal salve, and he just slaps it right on Chris's back and just shouts at her, "Get up, soldier, we're not done yet."
Perfect. I think you've got one more action.
Yep, one action, and I realized just a few minutes ago that the difference between using devise a stratagem and not using devise a stratagem is 1. So I'm just gonna go for a regular. Let's go for a snagging strike without the devise a stratagem.
Yeah, when it's one target devise the stratagems is, I guess, the same risk, but still risky.
The advantage is in the bonus damage that you get.
Yeah. If I'm not going for the damage, then it's who cares? But for now, I would just like to make this person off guard if possible. So I'm going to go for the snagging strike. Hold on. That's not what I need to do. I need to do this. Strike. I'm just scared of clicking the button. There's nothing else I'm trying to do. I'm just afraid.
I feel that so hard. Oh,
Dang!
Oh no!
All right.
Fortunately, this thing's armor is hard to pierce. As you try to line up your rapier strike, it just bounces off.
All right. That is going to be the end of my turn.
Chris, you are conscious. You are on the ground. What are you doing?
Some healing. First things first. Chris is not going to get up just yet because all the actions here are going to matter. We are going to use Healer's Gloves. They're Healer's Touch ability on Rodin. For 16 HP his way. Help with that big old attack that came through. Then spellcasting wise, a little bit of an investment here. Life boost. And Chris is targeting herself with that. I think that is a valid use right there. Which is going to give the temporary hit points. We're going to toss the temporary hit points on Fundin.
Cute.
And we are going to use, let's see here, Battle Medicine on Rodin.
You can also use it on yourself too.
Yeah, that's true. Let's get the manipulate actions out of the way. Battle Medicine on Self. We're going to go for the DC. Let me double check what my proficiency is. We'll go for DC. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, sorry, I gotta refamiliarize myself with the character. I think I have Assurance. Assurance for Diplomacy. Damn. I don't know if I put that in there wrong or. Damn. Whoop. I guess that's. We're gonna roll for that DC 20.
Perfect.
He's not in that one. That'd be bad.
It'll be a little rough there. Not in that one, but
Three.
unfortunately not enough.
Yep, and unfortunately, that will be Chris.
Alright. You see this creature, like,
He got healed for 33 times.
shouldn't have done it 3 times, but it should have done it once. You see it start to reforge along its skin. The blow that Fundin was able to kind of land upon it. Yeah, it's gonna do this one. You see it looking at the 3 of you, and it's gonna unleash Masterful Strike. Chris, you first.
No! Oh, wait, shit.
Rodin.
That's rough. That's a critical hit down. Again.
Fundin. So yeah, he lashes out, just blows raining. That is to Chris, to Rodin, to Fundin.
Okay, so good news. No one needs to heal Chris. Chris will be back up on their turn, because of the life boost hex, fast healing 2. Gonna heal by 2.
Perfect.
But at the same time, that is dying 3.
They'll pull you out before you die, so you don't have to worry about that one.
No, my concern is if he hits Chris again after Chris gets up, that's dying or they'll get Chris out, right?
They won't let you die.
Okay, good. Glad to hear.
All right, this time let's try the slam down.
All right.
You took down my thermos. Okay,
Nice.
Cube, at least first part connects. And now the second part, which is the trip. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
How does this look as you land this behemoth on his back?
Okay, so this is a 1-2 swipe that he has practiced with his Gizar. And he brings, again, the usual strategy, bring the first one down just straight up. And this time after it connects and it goes down to the side, he swings it under his legs to trip him. And when he's falling and rolling, it's time for the tried and true sleeping position
All right.
to get him. Rodin, it would be nice to get him away from you, or do you want to try and flank?
I don't think it really matters if he's right next to me, so go ahead and push him.
Get him out of here.
Oh, sorry, just one more thing for skis. You are 30 feet movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move twice. I'll move twice on this next round.
Okay, never mind. I'm repositioning him above Rodin then.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, if it hits, which map strike is unlikely to. Yeah, fair. Much ado. That's my turn.
Yeah, you
Much
knocked him
ado.
on his back. So
That's huge.
skis. Yeah, he's prone.
Okay, I'm gonna use two actions to move. What's the best spot for me to move, like, to attack this guy? Is there any way I can, like... Is there anywhere I can go where he's...
Well, he's prone now, but you could move to either of those to get flanking.
I, like, in my head, I'm like, should I try and disarm this guy, or should I just attack? Am I panache?
Good question. I mean, disarming him fully, like if you can do get the weapon fully away from him, probably be better than trying to do damage, honestly, because he regains 30 hit points a round. So I don't think we're gonna win with damage. We gotta try to find a way to like push him off the platform or disable him somehow.
Yeah, the disarm idea is pretty good. Pretty good. Because -2 will be very strong.
Good, because I do have Titan Wrestler. So yeah, I'm gonna move there, and then I guess there's no point for me to really move there, right? But yeah, I'm just gonna move there and I'm gonna disarm.
Okay, give us the disarm roll.
Is this foolish?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. His best weapon is his mapless strikes.
Unfortunately, that will fail us disarm based off that reflex.
Yes, your disarm is.
Okay. Fortunately, that will crit fail. So you try to like wrench his weapon away from him, and it throws you off guard.
Okay. That was foolish. That's my
No,
turn.
good attempt.
Bad
That was
roll.
just a little
Okay.
good tactic, Laurel. That's all.
That's all three. All right. Skis or Rodin, you're up.
Right. Now that he's brought that to my attention, I might also try to disarm him. So first thing, I am going to devise stratagem.
Do you get like a recall knowledge like Wisteria does for her devised stratagem? You do that?
No, I don't have that one. I don't think.
Okay.
I Click the button. Did it? It didn't roll the thing. There it goes. Okay, it just took a little bit. Or wait, no, it didn't. Didn't it usually roll the thing for me? What happened?
I thought it did. Are you clicking the same one?
Maybe not. I'll try again. Oh, I have to. That's the problem. I wasn't targeting him, so it doesn't do anything.
No.
Okay, that is not going to be good enough. So in. Oh wait.
He is off guard. Maybe.
He's off guard. Well,
You
I
did-
think this
yeah.
AC is like a 400,000. So what I can do is attempt one of my skill checks rather than try to.
I think we need to get lucky. I like push this guy off. We can get this guy in the water. He's metal. Sinking, dude. He's sinking.
Absolutely. So what I can try to do is just try to make it so that Fundin can push this guy in the water. So I am going to try again.
I was
with
kidding.
the
but
Connect the. I'm not.
Okay.
The
Makes sense.
connect the dots using my pursue a lead bonus from the skill stratagem. Ooh, that's not good enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will. This is gonna fail. Yeah, that'll just fail.
All right, so Rodin takes a moment to just like study this enemy, but it seems like he has no weaknesses. He does not say that out loud though, so as not to demoralize his allies. And unfortunately, that is going to be the end of my turn.
Chris, you're up. Luckily, that healing
You
brought you back.
should not have been for 6. Sorry, 6 3 times there, so let me adjust my health.
I still don't know why it does that 3 times thing.
We had one blessed
Oh, it
session
only applied
without.
one.
Yeah, it gets like it's intermittent sometimes. I don't know. I thought I fixed it one day, but it just worked for that session and then it was done and it went back.
We're gonna
you're-
cast another life boost. Who's looking the most hurt right now, other from Chris?
Road.
That
All right, we're putting this on Rodin. And who else needs healing?
Very little. I'm above 75% health, so don't worry about it.
Oh,
You
so
and
you're,
Chris are
you're
almost fine.
above 75 hit points, I see.
Yes, I'm at 83% health, which is 83
Good.
HP right now.
It could always be more.
Very
Hit points
convenient.
doesn't count. I'm gonna use the healing while I got it. I'm gonna battle medicine onto you, and then heal one action onto Rodin. Actually, let's swap those. I have a feeling that I want to swap those. So first, battle medicine onto Rodin.
I think you already did that on me, didn't you?
Nope, I tried that on Chris.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You thought about it, but you didn't.
If you use that manipulate trait, he is going to use his reaction.
Oh. Oh. He has a really high attack modifier.
This is a very hard battle for your life.
Wait. Can I react? With my stupid thing? How's this guy reacting and I can't react at all? I got my.
It has to be. He has to like move or use interact or make a ranged attack. Yeah, and he's only been making melee attacks standing still, so.
If
about
this-
our reacting stress.
briefly, I do want to say if this would have affected things before, life boost is also manipulate.
Well, I wasn't paying attention on that one, so I'll let you get that
Yeah.
one off.
Thank
We'll
you.
take that free one.
So yeah, that's going to put Chris to dying 4, so out of the combat.
Great.
Yeah, so you guys see, like, as soon as that blow would have fallen, like one of the priests kind of like raises their hands. You see like a gentle breeze kind of push Chris just enough out of the way to avoid the slash and off the arena.
It's gone.
Ooh, healing.
Jesus.
All right, Skis.
Skis?
He's looking at you this time.
Okay.
You
Okay,
see,
and he's staying on the ground.
actually, he's going to stand up. So actually, you guys
All right.
both get a reaction strike. Yeah.
Now we get our reactor strike.
Go, dude!
Well,
I'm
perfect
panache
position.
too, but no, I'm just gonna
He's
attack.
off guard.
Nice.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hold on.
Wow, his AC is massive.
I don't understand.
This was a boss fight. No.
A 25 doesn't hit? He gets up and I couldn't hit him?
Unfortunately, just misses. Alright, so he got that damage. And Skis, he is looking your way. You see him lash out with 2 quick slashes.
That's a
Yikes.
nice low roll on the crit, thankfully.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Lyndon, you are up.
Okay, we are trying to.
We gotta do
What-
something.
what-
We gotta
what's
do.
the plan again?
We have to do something crazy here. We gotta hope for a good roll and like just push this guy off the edge or some. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but like
only solution
we
is to
can't-
push them off the cliff because we cannot defeat him with damage.
Yes, that's true.
We cannot
The-
square
the
up with this
healing.
guy. So we need to get him off somehow. And I will. Yeah.
I will say there are weaknesses they may have.
Ooh. Oh, I see, I see. So, if anyone could recall knowledge, this would be society.
This would be Society. There's like no actually no arcane.
Crafting.
Yeah.
Wild
Crafting
pitch.
work, yeah.
All right. Well, let's.
Oh,
do
like
it.
crafting's good for. Yeah, that crafting makes sense for this guy.
Technically more of a
I have a-
humanoid now.
Okay, so first action, recall knowledge. It's unlikely, but still.
I have a
Yeah.
decent recall knowledge.
I think at this point any win's unlikely. You know.
You're not able to, with
Okay.
your the lures you have and your skills you have, you're not really able to get much from them. Oh, I thought you have crafting.
It is trained. I'm not intelligent though.
Okay, it didn't show up for some reason in the list, but yeah, unfortunately,
Okay. Yeah, it's a +8 from my crafting
Okay.
modifier. It's a +8. Okay, so we want to push him. We know he's sturdy. Oh, we should have positioning assault, but if wishes were horses. So, and critting is very difficult. So moving him that way is not going to help either. And I don't want to let go. He's waffling at this point. First action is going to be a trip. Because the Evasara has the trip trait, so I can do that.
all right.
I can do that without letting go. Okay, that's a low roll. And then second action now, with the press trait, I can try sneak reposition. So. Oh,
Nice.
off guard helps.
In handy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, Chris is gone. So can we move him to where Chris was so I can try for flanking one more?
100%.
All right. Those are my 3 actions.
Don't forget your damage too.
Oh, right. Yes. Technically, we are doing damage. Yes.
All right. Skis, you are up.
Oh no. I have panache. I'm gonna start. This may help. I don't know. Maybe it won't.
Ooh, goblins.
Huh. I'm gonna start singing.
Goblins
What'd you do with the drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? So I start singing, and performance. Okay. God, terrible song. Don't blame it. All right. So I'm up here. I want to tackle this guy right off. I don't care that it takes my life or not. Is there anything I can do here to?
If you've got 3 actions, if you move 1 action and then shove him, or attempt to shove him, you may be able to push him off.
Yeah. What do I need to roll for that?
So that would be a athletics check, or you could click on the thing and it'll have like a little shove thing in there too.
I think athletics is good. Dude, that's
Ooh,
crazy.
Rough. It's like 3 rolls under 5 or something.
I know. I've had some very poor rolls today. That's all right.
Unfortunately, he's just hold strong against the push. Rodin, you are up.
All right, I gotta devise a stratagem again.
Gotta push him off. Or you can say he's a weakness.
Still a low roll. That is not going to succeed.
No. Not even
All right. In that case, I can try to use I can use my skill stratagem to recall knowledge, I believe, at the very least. Oh, you know what? And I have one of those for free. Because I can use Expeditious Inspection to recall knowledge as a free action.
Nice.
So let me recall knowledge against him as a free action real quick. This list makes me just completely forget what the alphabet is.
I know, right? This call.
Nice. That will succeed. You get 1 question.
Oh, you know what?
This is such a victory that we get a question. That's such a victory.
Well, to be honest with you, I can't remember what the other questions are besides the lowest save. So I know for a fact that his will save is his lowest already. I'm pretty sure. So I would like to know something else, but I don't know what the other dang questions are. So
What is his weakness?
Yeah, like a
he
general
has something like
weakness or a way to turn off the healing. Yeah, I think those 2 are.
Sure. Let me. Can I just ask what that hint you gave us was? What his weakness is? I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely can ask because most of the creatures, like outside of like straight humanoids, it's been a while since we talked about this, but I usually add in weaknesses for most creatures outside of like humanoids. So he's like a forged construct humanoid, so he does have weaknesses.
Sure. I would like to know that.
He is weak to acid, very weak to acid damage, and mental damage.
All right. Well, none of us have any way to do those things.
Elric and Will do.
Yeah. Melrick and Will can take this guy out easy. Fortunately, they're off in the stands right now.
All right.
This
like,
does give
when-
us an insight to what we might be facing later down the road, though.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when we come across the forgeries, when we as like Will and Jeet come across them on the battlefield, that's when this will come in handy.
All right. And then, so that was. I still have 2 actions, and I don't know what I want to do with them.
I think we need to I think we need to push this guy off. I think that's our only move.
Yeah, I think
Like,
that's
whatever
my-
you can.
Well, the problem is I just use. Oh well, you know what? Because I already used my devise a stratagem. I can now just do whatever I want.
Kick him in the
I
head.
think.
Get him out of here.
No, I think the skill stratagem means I can't use any attacks on him. I think.
Oh, does it? It'd have attack trade if you did try. Let me see. I'm not sure for that.
Well, maybe just
Oh, okay. I'm looking at it now. I thought it did, but I guess it doesn't.
eat our dwarf and just like. What if the dwarf just like went off the edge and grabbed him? Like that's like what my son does a lot. Just leave something and like grab me. I'm like, dude.
Gotta got that faith.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, it doesn't say it in this description. There must be something else that I can't. That prevents
You
me.
can't attempt to strike. Okay, yeah. So
Oh, I can't attempt to strike. Well, I'm not attempting to strike. I'm
Yeah.
attempting to push.
Perfect. Push them off.
All right.
push him.
Push, push, push.
Push him.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We gotta get some luck.
Damn.
Gosh, every
You still have your
time.
hero point, or
I already
If
used
you
my hero.
used your devise the stratagem. Do you have athletic? What is it? Stratagem or whatever? It's
I do, yes, but unfortunately, I
okay.
already used it on the recall knowledge. Otherwise, I would be using it on this. So that is going to be my. That's actually my second action. My third action, I am going to, I suppose, attempt to demoralize him.
Hurt.
We'll see if he is immune to being frightened. Critical failure. All right.
Sorry, it's called athletic strategist. Do you have athletic strategist?
I do, yes.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Then I'll force that roll.
does a crit failure make you frightened now?
I'm not sure. It's been a long time since this happened.
Oh, have these rolls been bad for us? But you know, this is the perfect time to have bad rolls. Let's be
True.
honest. With the B squad and non-lethal, so
Yeah, so you just try to demoralize this unthinking Terminator-like forgeman, just stares back at you. Luckily, demoralize doesn't have a crit fail option. So he just stares back at you there, unfeeling, unmoved, and his
I thought about trying to just step away from him so he can't do that AoE attack against us, but I'm like, I'm not gonna. That's Broden wouldn't do that.
Chris, you do wake back up in the stands. Do you say anything to your crew?
Boy, beat his ass!
Words of encouragement echoing out from Chris to the stands. The Forged Master is up. He's going to continue picking on skis. So you see him lash out with one strike.
oh, wow. That hits, right?
Slash again.
Oh.
He is going to attempt. He's going to go for a hat trick and try to see if he can reposition Hunden.
Hold on, can I react if I'm down?
You can.
I can't. Makes sense.
What? That's with the. Oh, that is with the.
Straight nat 20, too.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. And I've used up my reaction already to do the.
Oh, you did?
strike, so down I
Oh,
go.
yeah.
and
See, like,
this is Fundin's
cuts down
greatest fear,
trees.
just like falling into water.
Oh no.
Throws Fundin off the cliff.
Oh my god.
You take 10 falling damage falling into the water. You are able to swim because the water isn't choppy towards the ladder, and then it's difficult terrain to climb your way up.
All right, yeah, let's do that. I have combat climber as well, so I don't have to let go of my weapon.
Oh, perfect.
Just how many ever turns that takes. So one action to get up to the ladder, and then with movement speed of 20, how many actions would that take?
Because this combat climber, does it give you a climb speed too?
No, not yet.
Okay. So you'd get halfway up. All right, Rodin, you're up.
All right, is gonna be my last chance? Probably. I gotta devise a stratagem once again. A 4. Ugh.
Push him off.
Wait, hold on. But I think the pushing him off though would use the 4 is the problem.
That's unfortunate. That's why I dislike athletic strategies. It locks you into your device goal.
Yeah. That's the only that's your only hope right now.
That's true. Maybe like 2 attempts or something.
It's like there's nothing else you guys can do. There's 2 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he can't fucking swim. He's a forgeman. I don't know. We just gotta hope for something here.
Yeah, so I guess the only thing that I can do is try to use it up first and then try again.
Yeah, with the penalty, but yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Listen, if we can't win,
Sorry, I
that's
misunderstood.
a losing style.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4 is the problem. The roll is going to be a 4. That's why I was like, okay, what else can I do? Nothing. Okay, so I'm just going to use the 4 up first, attempting to push him, which is going to critically fail, I'm pretty sure. But I suppose we should check.
Oh, that's true. If it crit fails, you're on the floor then, or something.
Yeah. But I'm like struggling to think of what else I could do.
This is
classic
classic investigator check.
I will give it a try.
Yeah, okay.
Classic
Bro.
criminal.
So you still you could get up and then push him again.
No, I only have 1 action left.
Oh, did you already use an action before that?
The devise a stratagem is an action, and then the attempt is an action.
But there's no penalty to pushing him from the ground.
True.
Yeah,
I can just go for another just straight up. I basically have to get a natural 20 to succeed.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Let's do it. You know, we need to get lucky.
Get pushed, idiot!
What?
Push the forged blade master, knocking him off his balance, sending him hurtling down into the waters below. You start to hear him swim, but then you hear Ostin's voice go, "Oh, my friends, I think that's a victory. They were able to hurl this forged monstrosity off the arena, even though that may not have been the initial terms. That is a victory, or at least we'll call a draw for the Gavels, as they've been able to persevere through this.
At least
We will call this fight over."
We'll take it.
Incredible.
You hear kind of
I love how it's
smattering.
Ostin the one saying it.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, dude. If he's coming in saying it, yeah.
I'm not owned.
Oh. You see the forgemen kind of crashing into the waves below. You get a smattering of applause as you all kind of force the draw between this and the monstrosity, but still have earned the Gavels some acclaim with your earlier victory, helping lead them into the negotiations that'll pick up next session as we rejoin the main crew as they make their way and make their entrance into this gala and get a chance to start recruiting and making allies and alliances for Kata when as they approach the Reclamation Day to reclaim the island from the giants. So everybody make sure to join us next week as we dive into that. The crew survived. Because one of those things, I always forget that the B crew is newer characters too, but the A crew can like do so much crazy damage and recall knowledges. This crew doesn't have as much damage, but they got a more fun spirit, we'll say. And they've got less stress and trauma, so they can be a little bit more fun. But yeah, we'll pick up next week on that side, and the Forged Men are likely to come back. They're definitely one of Moklin's, were one of Moklin's major exports. So you'll probably see them again. Yeah, come by, check back next week, and we'll see you all next time.